you should be live.
Okay.
Make sure they can hear you.
Hi guys. Can everybody hear me? I feel like the Verizon guy.
Huh?
I said, feel like the Verizon guy. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me now?
Hey, Doc! Looks like he shaved his head.
Okay. Here we go.
That looks crooked.
Are you crooked?
Well, look at the window. It looks crooked.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Jerry says he can hear us, so we must be okay. Siren's going off. What do you got going on up there?
Tornadoes.
Oh, he said siren's going off. Must be porch setting time.
Oh, I don't know.
And yeah, they could hear us. Hey, Kevin, Jerry. I said, warm out here. Yeah, really warm out here. Not complaining. I like the warm weather.
Whoops.
Yeah. So what's going on in the rest of the world? We've had a lot.
There ain't hardly nothing going on in the chat.
Well, here we go.
Oh, here we go. It's starting to pop up.
Yeah. Craig, Skip, hope you are feeling better.
Yeah, Craig Langro. Craig, I got those pictures you sent me earlier today, and I was looking at them. And what you got a picture of is exactly what I've been talking about. You know, I'm not being disrespectful to the younger generation, I guess, but what you sent me a picture of is what I've been trying to let people see, that this is a retirement community, and that is going to be a problem. It already is a problem. It's just not a major problem yet. But if parents don't wise up, and if they don't see what's going on here, they're going to run this place for retired people. And so I'm going to do a video, and when I do one of my short newses, I'm 4 ahead right now. I don't know if you're a patron, you're up to like number 3, I think. YouTube, I think, is just now getting the first one. And so when I do another one, because I'm going to have to do a few more to get caught up, I'm going to put those pictures in there, and I'm going to read your email. I'll leave your name out and try to express some of the problems that I'm trying to show that's going on here. Yeah. But I appreciate those pictures. I really do.
Carol Apostolus says, hey, y'all. And Joanne, I love this too. It came out really good, didn't it? I'm gonna plant a couple more. I have to replant, actually, because the sun's got a couple of them. So I'm going to have to replant a couple more. But these are hard to find this time of year. You can usually find them in the early spring. Also, the ones in the center. You want the spikes that stand up, because I go with the filler, thriller, spiller thing, you know. But like I said, they're just this time of the season. It's hard to find them. They're already gone. So, but I love this. I think it turned out really pretty.
Susan Ray Norton. I am feeling better. The Echo Dentist, or whatever they're called, I don't even know what they're called. I put it on my Discord. I took a picture of her name.
Endodontist, yeah, endodontist, yeah.
So I put some things on Discord that you guys don't see. And so anyway, if you're a Patreon member, I've already sent you a Discord link. You have to do the link, and you only have to do it once, and you can become a Discord member. Yeah. Sue has a Discord page that's also on my page. You can just click back and forth on them. And she does things on hers that I don't even know what you do.
I have a couple of recipes on there, and then I've started recently doing the 2 forks up. I don't know if you all remember that. Deb and I used to do that at when we'd visit different restaurants. We'd give you our view of what we did at different restaurants, and I'm going to start doing that again. Although Deb's not here, and a lot of times I'm going to do it on my own. I had a neighbor actually that helped me this last time, because we did a review of Eaton's Beach seafood bar and grill, and it's a great place if you've never been there. It's in Weirsdale along Lake Weir, It's only about 25 minutes from here, but it's our closest thing to saying we have a beach. And then they have a sister restaurant in Leesburg called Ski Beach. Same thing, you know, your Louisiana food is what they call it. So,
Same people own them, right? Same people.
yeah,
own
same
both.
people on it, but it's not the same menu.
I
actually.
had my birthday party at Ski Beach when they first opened it up. I think the other one's better, but they're both nice.
Yeah, but they do have a different menu. Some of the things
But I'm
are
just
the same,
talking about for scenery, the size of the restaurant, things they had there. I thought the other one was better.
Yeah, and actually, Eaton's Beach, they have the all the water toys that you can play with. They've got a beach, and then they've got the ski-doos and different things you can play with. And I think on my video I had the placard that had all the prices and all the stuff that they had. This is a nice little place. I said I really enjoyed it. But anyhow, that's what will be on my channel. It'll just be the food, anything to do with food. And like I said, and I've asked people to do their own. You know, the people that are on Discord, if there's a certain place that they like to go to, that they enjoy, you know, let us know.
Well, if they're a Discord member, they can share it directly on Discord.
That's what I said. Yeah, they can not only.
No, you said let us know.
Okay.
But you got to be a Discord member to do that.
Right. Right.
Which means you got to be a Patreon member to be a Discord member.
Right.
Just to get it
we're
straight.
We're making it real simple, yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to get a lot. I'm still fuzzy a little bit. You're going to get a lot of emails with pictures on it.
Yeah. And I may eventually move that to Facebook.
No, we ain't doing that on Facebook.
I did do 2-4 app on Facebook.
I don't like Facebook.
And there's only a couple on there.
What is that laying in that guy's yard over there? I swear to God, it looks like a cow patty.
I don't see anything. So.
What do you mean you don't see it? It's right there. You can't miss it. It's laying right in the middle of the yard.
I don't see anything from here. I'm not tall. Oh, okay. I think it's a piece off a tree.
That is?
Yeah.
Doesn't that look like a cow patty laying there?
Yeah, it does. But it's a piece off a palm tree. Let's see. Deborah Bird, how are you feeling, Skip?
I'm feeling all right. I'm still taking off over-the-counter Excedrin pills. She told me to take them. She said I'd be fine. When I first came home last night, I don't know, I was so frazzled out. I think I laid down in the bed and I slept till 6 o'clock at night. I was just out of it.
Yeah.
There's just something, what happened is, and I told her how I was feeling. I said, I just feel like I got no energy whatsoever. I feel like I'm just wore out and I haven't done a thing. And she said the infection got in my system because it went on for so long. It was like 15 or 16 days before I could get any medicine at all. So all the time I sat here, doctor number 1 wouldn't do anything. Doctor number 2 could not prescribe anything because I hadn't seen him yet. And so by the time I did see doctor number 2 and she finally got me some antibiotics, by that time, something like 15 or 19 days has passed. So the infection under my tooth had a chance it got in my jawbone here. And that's what she ended up doing, the root canal. She was showing me on the x-ray machines. That's what keeps my mind occupied actually better than Novocaine, is when they show me all this stuff they're doing. I'm just fascinated by it. Yeah. She did an x-ray down here with a special thing. And then she shows me on your jaw tooth, you have 4 roots that come down. My rear root on this one tooth, I know this is probably boring as hell, but anyway, it curved backwards. And not that that was the problem. She said, but underneath of that, and she pointed it out, she said, just underneath of that tooth, there was this like little round brown spot. She said, that's in your jawbone. She said, so I need to drill through that root and get into that area to get rid of that. She said, because that's what's causing your symptoms. I said, okay, what am I going to say, you know? But in my mind, I'm thinking, shit, this is going to really hurt. You know, that's what so I told her, I says, so I asked her a question that she's the only, she's not a dentist, I know, but I'll call her a dentist. She's the only one that really answered me straightforward on this question. The rest of them, they haul around about it. I asked her, I said, do Novocaine, does it come in different strengths, like level 1, level 2, level 3? She said, absolutely. And she said, with your history, she said, I'm going to go straight to level 3. She said, I'm not even going to play around with any of this other stuff. So she ended up giving me 3 shots of level 3, 1 on each side of the tooth, and then of course the dreaded one, you know, back here straight in. And she's the only one that when she gave me that shot back here in the back, that I felt what I remember feeling years ago from a dentist that I trusted. As soon as she started squirting that stuff in there, bam, it hit that nerve and I felt it all down my jaw. And then right afterwards, felt like it was hanging out to here. I knew I was good.
Yeah.
So she done her thing. And then I asked her, I said, can I get you to be my regular dentist? And she said, no, I only do root canals. So anyway, she did something in the jawbone, gave me some medicine, and then gave me some shots and patted me on the ass and sent me home. And the rest of that day, I was kind of zonked out. But today I feel okay. I had breakfast this morning, fried potatoes and eggs.
Yeah, yeah.
So
actually ate some food.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Kevin says he's cooking. Kevin, my gosh, I just don't know how many people you feed. That's a lot. You do a lot of cooking.
He ain't cooking for me, is he?
No, he brought you a bunch
I
of
know
stuff.
I haven't even
today.
ate that stuff yet, Kevin, so don't bring me any more.
KM says, hi friends, drove past you on the turnpike at 9:30 this morning. Driving to Iowa, eating lunch at Valdosta, Georgia. Have a great day. I can just listen later.
Who's leaving?
KM.
I thought she lives here permanently now. No?
No, she doesn't live here.
I thought she did.
She lives south of us.
Oh, never mind. I guess I'm thinking of somebody
She's on her
else.
way to Iowa.
Yeah.
And she's stopping at Valdosta for lunch.
Yeah.
So, but
Iowa. She may have seen something in the news last night about Iowa storms.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably because they've just, I mean, they're getting the heat wave that we're getting. It's supposed to be 100 degrees here Sunday. And I mean, this is not feel like
That won't
temperature.
really
That's
feel
the
all that
temperature.
bad, really different because it's been in the 90s for the last 2 weeks now.
Yeah, well, it's
every day.
88 right now.
It's going to be 93 before the day's over.
Yeah. But anyhow, like I said, that's, they always give you a temperature, then they give you a feels like temperature. But that's the actual temperature, supposed to be 100 by Sunday.
What they ought to call it is a marriage temperature. Here's what it really feels like.
God. Okay. Julie Ship says, how are you doing? Julie.
Who?
Julie.
Oh, Julie. Hey, Julie.
Hi, Julie. How are you, sweetheart?
How are you doing, Julie?
Okay, there's Half Man, Half Biscuit. Says hello from Lake Tahoe. I love that name.
Half man, half biscuit?
Yeah, 85 degrees today, but dry heat. Yeah, I heard about the dry heat thing. Yeah.
We got a little bit of elevation on us.
Yeah. And Laura says, KM, say hello to my home state of Iowa. Yeah, that's where Laura comes from, Laura Lampy. Okay.
How does somebody being born in Iowa and raised in Iowa end up in Chicago?
Well, her grandpa was there. I do know that. So maybe.
She didn't move there because of Grandma and Grandpa.
Why? I don't know. Maybe it's because of job.
Well, I know she works there, but I mean, I just kind of always curious, just like my dentist. She's very good. I got no problem with her at all. She didn't cause me any problems. One thing she did do, and I didn't ask her to, but she does it. The nurse told me she always does that. It's just the way she does dentistry. She talks you through it. She'll say, okay, I'm going to give you a stick now, and now we're going to do this. Now, okay, I'm almost done. Give me about 5 more minutes and we'll be done. I like that. I like knowing where we're at when they're working.
Yeah.
So anyway, I know she's got an accent that was kind of pleasant to listen to. So I asked her, I don't know, am I being rude? I asked her, I said, where are you from? And I said,
Where y'all from?
yeah, well, I know, I probably got an accent to her too. So I said, where are you from? I said, I can't help but notice your accent. And she said she was from Syria. My next stupid question was, where is Syria? I had no idea. And she tells me.
Yeah, geography
And,
wasn't your strong point.
Well, she was busy and she had to go, but my next question is going to be, how does a kid growing up in Syria end up being a dentist in the state of Florida? Those stories fascinate me.
Yeah. Kevin K says, hello, Skip. Hello, Sue. Hello, everyone. 79 degrees in the fort. Cool.
That's comfortable RVing weather right there.
Yeah.
Just park it and open the windows and.
And we need to be going there. Let's see. Laura says 75 and overcast in Northbrook, Illinois. Oh, Carol, you love my plant? I do too. I think it's really pretty. Kathy B in the 603 says, hi, Skip and Sue. It's a pool day here in New Hampshire. High of 87. Wow, that's pretty good in New Hampshire. And Ron 5850 says, hello, Skip and Sue. Did I do that right? Sam Z1069 says, hello from the Midwest. I keep forgetting it's an hour later there. Yeah, it's not that way all year. I don't know why.
We got a clock in the living room. It's been in here for 10 years, and I don't know what's the matter with that thing, but it's only right on the time twice a year. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. It's right on time twice a day. It says 6 o'clock, so it's 6 in the morning, 6 at night, twice a day. The battery's dead, and I'm not going to replace them.
Renee Gonzalez says, I'm glad you're feeling better. My mama had a cousin that died of a tooth infection. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where he just went in to get a cap replaced. That's all, you know. Just went to get a cap put on. And I said, and all this happened. It was a month-long saga, really. We went in May 2nd was when we went in to get the cap replaced. They put on temporaries. They were fine. When they put the permanent ones on, that's when he started having problems. And the first dentist said there was no infection. So we just let it go at that. But the pain kept getting worse and worse and worse. And so, you know, he called him again and told him about it. And so he wanted him to see the endodontist, which that's who we finally got into. But they don't, you know, they don't take overnights. So it was like 10 days before we got in to see her. And when she was really, really good. That office is super.
Yeah, but the crux of the whole matter is I'm in terrible pain. I can't eat. And I keep telling them this. The new doctor, whoever, she can't prescribe me any kind of pain medication because I haven't seen her once. So I had to call Dr. Price, the guy that started all this. He didn't want to give me any pain medications because of all the new laws about all this stuff. And so, but he did send them in. This is at 11 o'clock in the morning. He said they'll call you or they'll email your wife or text it, whatever they do, when the order's ready to be picked up. I said, okay, cool. 4:30 that afternoon, I kept wondering, where's this stuff at? Sue finally goes and gets it. She brings it home. Right away, I start garbling this stuff down. Well, after reading the bottles, it says take this like one every 4 hours. And then the next one says take one every 6 hours or as pain needed or whatever. Well, I'm adding this up. 10 days before I can see the second dentist, I had enough pills here for 3 days. 3.
Yeah.
They just don't want to give you anything here.
Yeah, it's been a fun month. Yeah, it was one of those things. He just went in to get a cap replaced. And this whole saga run out all month. And I said, just last week, they gave him enough antibiotics to kind of kill the infection. And then they did the root canal yesterday. And so hopefully everything's okay.
Well, it was a root canal and a couple other things. It was on that bill, but I don't know what those other things are called. But yeah, as long as it's fixed.
Anyhow, we're just hoping this is the end of it.
And I'm hoping this bill ain't really a bill because it says it was $5,000.
But.
And that's crazy.
Oh, thank you, Sam Z. He's going to join Patreon because he wants to support us.
You what?
He's going to join Patreon. He's a YouTube supporter, but he's going to join Patreon because he wants to support us.
Well, Jerry Bill put a link to my Patreon thing up there if you look at it.
And that's who he directed the question to, was Jerry Bill.
Oh, okay, so. Yeah. Just go up there and there's different levels. You can join whatever you think's fair. I think the cheapest is $2 level. And as soon as I get confirmation from Patreon that you did join, because I think a lot of people think they're joining, but they're really not joining. If you hit that free, and that's not me. Patreon put that on there. That's a Patreon thing. That's not a Skip Smith thing. And I don't put anything up there for free. If there's anything on there, it's a little bit of something that Patreon is putting on there for you, but it ain't me. I take that back. About a year ago, I think I may have put one or two minor little things on there, like a true or false, or something like that on there free to kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing. But other than that, I don't do the free stuff. So make sure you join the $2 level at least. And with that, as soon as I get confirmation that you did join, then I will send you a Discord link. The Discord links, remember now, expire in 7 days. Once you join Discord, you're done. You will never have to do it again as long as you're a member. But if you ever drop out as a Patreon member, you'll be out of Discord also. And when Discord's 24/7 for all members, it's not really kind of like a full-time chat. People come, they make pictures, they make a statement, they'll say something, and then they'll leave. Yeah. And then somebody else will come in there and they might make a statement or something about it, something that's on there, and then they'll leave.
But it's our private channel.
But it's our private channel. The only people that's on there are my members.
Yeah. And then I said, so you can be a little bit more lenient on there, but you can also, if you've got something that you want to give away, if you've got something you want to sell.
Yeah, I think Kevin's going to post a video that he's making where he bought his new golf cart. You know, the company's name and the salespeople he used. And on Discord, I don't care. But I told him, I said, we're not going to post names and things like that on my YouTube channel because I've been doing this long enough now that if they want to sponsor a video, then we'll put that stuff on there. But if they don't want to pay to have a commercial, then we're not going to advertise for them. Right. Speaking of that, I do have 2 sponsors that's been with me now for several years. I'm going to have to start making another video, I think, for them. And I'm going to post them on some of my new stuff. So, because my new stuff seems to be more popular than anything else.
Yeah. Golf Breeze 236 says, yippee, glad you're better. William says, wow, Skip, I'm very happy to see that you are doing better. Went without porch setting ain't right.
Yeah,
Did you miss us?
We had to skip a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah, we just missed 2.
Believe me, I don't do it unless I have to. I even thought about putting Sue out here by herself, and I was thinking, man, how boring would that be?
Well, and I couldn't do the technical stuff, so Richard Wesner says, hi, Skip and Sue and everyone. And Trump 2024 says, hope you're better, Skippy. You don't know how hard that was for me. And Kevin Jack says he's not complaining about the heat. Yeah, I'm not either. You know, I know it's warm, but I like it warm. That's why I'm in Florida. And Janet B says, glad to see Skip is almost back to his normal self. I like the almost part.
I haven't started complaining too much yet.
Yeah. Oh, William wants to know how you were as a truck driver if geography was not his strong suit.
Well, that's not true. That's just Sue telling you that.
He gets lost when he leaves the driveway. Trust me.
That ain't true at all.
It's not his strong suit, no. In trucking, they went point to point. You know, they went point to point from one domicile to another domicile, so you could take the same road.
I did, but back when I was an owner-operator, we went everywhere, and we didn't have GPS. We had to make a phone call. They gave us directions to get there. I got along just fine. Mm-hmm. So I know how to do it. I just decided after I retired, I've done enough of it in my lifetime, I just don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. And so...
And I do have GPS in the car, and I do have GPS in my motorhome. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's new technology, and I think it's wonderful.
And before that, he used me. Okay, John and Jane says, hello to both of you. Really enjoy Porch Settin. Well, we're glad. We love doing it. And I said it was kind of strange not doing it for those 2 weeks. I thought, oh my God, I got a whole day to myself.
See, Renee Gonzalez says, I'm glad you're feeling better. My cousin died of a tooth infection. And that's the way I felt. I ain't kidding you. My mind wasn't right. I wasn't thinking right. I couldn't think. All I could think about was this pain going on. Did you ever hurt so bad all the time that all you wanted to do was just walk around? I couldn't sleep at night. Man, it was awful.
Yeah. And like I said, we're glad that part's over. Hopefully we never have to go through that again.
How do you know? I didn't expect it this time.
Well, I know. But that's so hopefully we won't have to do that again. But, you know, we're old. Things come up.
It's just weird. I think I got a cracked cap back there because I can feel it with my tongue. I'm going to make an appointment with Dr. Price and go up there and have him fix that cap. He looks at it. He goes, yeah, he says, crack down here. He says, why don't we pop that off? And I said, I'll clean that up and we'll put a new one on. Because he makes everything right there at the time. He's got great equipment there. So they do the, the impressional thing. And he goes in there and he pops that one off and he goes, oh, he said, you got a little bit of cavity going on here. He said, why don't we go ahead and clean that out while I'm in here? Well, okay. So he cleans it out and puts the temporary on. I'm fine. Sue and I went over to Jay's and ate dinner after the temporary's put on.
Yeah.
There was something that happened with that permanent one. And as soon as she pushed it in there, I felt it. And I'm numb, and I felt it. And I told the doctor, I said, I'm going to need some pain medication when I leave here. I said, this one's going to hurt. He said, why? I said, I don't know. I said, but when she put that on, I'm telling you, I felt it. It's going to hurt. And that's where it started.
Yeah. And that's, you know, that's not the norm. No, it's not. And we didn't expect that either. And like I said, hopefully it never happens again. Linda C. says, just join Patreon. Not near the villages, but you're still a fun listen. Enjoy the news and the porch sitting. Come through occasionally to see family near Claremont. I'll wave next time. Well, thank you, Linda. And
Claremont, ain't that down by Orlando?
Yeah, Claremont's in between here and Orlando, yeah.
That's where the nearest
Costco?
Costco's at. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all know we're getting a Costco. It's going to be a couple of years, but we're going to get our own Costco. And Rizzo says you look way better than yesterday.
I feel better.
Yeah. And that's Buddy's buddy. Let's see. James Carl says, hi, Skip and Sue from Pittsburgh. My wife says I know more about the villagers than my in-laws do who live in Amelia for the last 10 years. Thanks to you.
Hey, look, if you're thinking about moving to any retirement community, I don't care. We just happen to be the biggest one in the state. I think we're the biggest retirement community in the United States, actually.
Yeah.
Do your homework. There's a lot here to know. And there's a lot here that maybe you don't know. So, you know, you can't get enough information as far as I'm concerned. And one of the big things you need to do before you buy here, you need to come down and spend some time. I don't care if you rent a place, a hotel room, rent a home that somebody's got for rent, but get in a golf cart, immerse yourself in some of this down here and get around and just, you know, see.
You'll be hooked. You'll be hooked.
Yeah, see and smell, man. I mean, you got to see what you're getting into.
But now, if his in-laws has been here for 10 years, then he probably has been here a few times. So
you don't know that he even likes his in-laws.
Well, no, but he said he knows more about it than they do, but just by watching us. So, Tammy Ferguson, hey. Ford Guy says, hey, all. Finally here for a little while. Well, we're glad to have you, Ford Guy. Laura Lampy says, this channel is a great source of information about living in the villages. Yeah, you know, you can go by the commercials that they put on about the villages. And there's nice. I mean, it does give you an idea of what you've got here. But really, this is not, you know, we're living here. We're not on vacation. So we get to tell you all the good stuff and all the bad stuff. And that makes a difference sometimes.
Mr. Rizzo, how are you doing?
Mark Ryan, glad you're here, whether you're late or not.
I keep watching this gecko thing. I don't know what he's doing. Pretty good size. He runs over there. He's gone for a while, and then all of a sudden he runs back over here. He disappears somewhere, and then he'll run back.
He's making sure Buddy isn't out here.
I don't know.
Buddy sits underneath that chair and watches him.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
These geckos, after a while, are like pets.
Yeah. But I seen, the other day I seen a really, really green one. And usually the ones
That's called an anole.
Yeah, and that's the ones that are actually supposed to be here. But the brown and the black ones is about all we see. But I seen that green one the other day, and then I was at a neighbor's a couple streets over the other day when I was walking Buddy, and she had a big green one that went across her patio. And she said, well, that's the first time I've seen a green one. I said, I know, we usually see the black or the brown ones. But
all the black, brown ones, or whatever you want to call it, gray, those are all evasive, every one of them. And they actually attack and eat the baby green ones. So the green ones, over a period of time now, you can Google all this information, they have adapted to living in treetops. Just because the brown ones don't go up there.
Well, and this was a pretty good sized one, so he had survived.
Well, yeah, the bigger ones do. It's the babies. If they have babies down here on the ground, the other ones eat them before they have a chance to grow.
Yeah. Tammy Ferguson says, Skip, hopefully your insurance will cover some of your dentist bill.
My insurance is tapped out. They already told me that.
Yeah, like I said, the first dentist got all the money, and we're going to pay the second dentist.
So now it's just a wait and see, I guess.
And Janet B said, endodontists are really expensive. I know from experience. Well, that's all of them are. I mean, no matter what kind of dentist they are, they're all expensive. Trust me.
Well, I hope this one, for what she did, ain't no $5,000 expensive.
Well,
God,
I don't know.
I would never have thought. My mind said this is probably going to cost around between $1,200-1,500 probably. You know, it is what it is. But then when I seen that bill in there, it said total amount $5,000. But I don't know that's a bill because the way it's written out, I don't. She'll tell you she's not sure it's a bill either.
Well, I haven't looked at it actually, but
You were
But,
standing
yeah.
right there with me holding it.
I know, but I did not read it. But like I said, I didn't have my glasses on. Mr. Rizzo says it's 90 and feels like 97. I'm going to put on my Speedo and clean up my begonias.
Speedo, God, do us a favor. Stay indoors.
Can I come by and take pictures?
Man, that's a picture in my mind I can't get rid of.
Yeah, Janet, you're right. Even with insurance, it's going to be expensive, yeah. And I think you hoping for $1,500 is probably pretty pie in the sky. Because I think it's probably that much just for the root canal.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. See, I don't even know what the first dentist charged. All I know is by the time I went to the second dentist, she said, oh, the first dentist, she said, you're already tapped out.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that bill was.
Yeah. Tammy says most dentists will not do crowns without doing a root canal. Yeah, I mean, and I said, we didn't know. This has been first dentist he went to has been our dentist since we moved here 10 years ago. And I said, now he specializes in implants, I think, and he doesn't do root canals anymore.
We didn't know that.
But we didn't know that. And I said, so that's why he replaced the crown, but he didn't do a root canal, and I think it should have been done to start with. But,
Well, I do too, and I told him that in the chair. I said, you know, I'm just thinking as close as you got to that nerve, because he showed me on his stuff, that's your nerve right there. I said, man, you really got close to it. He said, I got right next to it. I said, maybe we all just go ahead and do a root canal while I'm numb. And that's when he said, oh, I don't do root canals anymore.
yeah, but I know you didn't want one.
Hey, I know you!
Yeah, you didn't want one. He didn't want to do one, so. But James Carl says, I've been there many times, and as far as the in-laws, well, he's not saying.
What?
He said he's been here many times, but as far as the in-laws, he just says, well.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey.
William says the difference between the in-laws and the outlaws is the outlaws are wanted.
Yeah. That's the one thing that the young people has got to learn that I don't think they knew. But as old people, we learned this a long time ago. You're not marrying your wife, or you're not marrying your husband. You're marrying the family.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and see if I can talk to him.
Yeah.
I ain't talked to him for a while.
Martin Donald says, has anyone heard that Oshucks is going to tear down their building and rebuild? You know, we haven't heard that, but we figured it because there's, we'd seen some plans for a hotel to go in on that corner. And I said, for a hotel to go in there, they're going to have to take a few of those businesses out. And I think Oshucks was one of them. I'm hoping they put in a big building somewhere, as long as the food stays relatively the same. But it'll never be the same as it was when it was just a local bar and grill. You know, when we first came here, and that's what it was. It was just a local bar and grill. And the lady behind the bar was shucking the oysters. You know, she had the bag full of oysters and hitting the bar and that kind of thing. You won't find that if they get a bigger place and they get a little fancier and what have you. But anyhow, like I said, I had heard, you know, that they may be moving, but you know, don't have any idea of when. But I'd heard that there was supposed to be a hotel go in that corner, so that not only will it be oh shucks, but also I think there's a parts place, a car parts place, and then there's a lawnmower service place next to that. And so I think all that'll probably have to go. Just guessing. I don't have a whole idea of the lay of the land, but I'm just guessing that that's probably all going to go. But yeah, we'll keep going. You know, even if they move to a bigger building, but you know, it's never going to be the same as it was. And Kevin, I would love it if Karen would do 2 Forks Up with me, but the thing is, I said, I'm not ever going to always have a partner, and I can't replace Deb. You know, it's just one of those. I'm going to go down and visit her Friday, and we may do a 2 Forks Up down there. But I think what I'll do is, I've got a new logo, and it's just one fork, and it says Sue says yes, and I think maybe I'll just use that, since I don't know if I'll have anybody to help me with the videos or what, and that way I can use it about anywhere I go, even if I go with Skippy. I can use it. And I said we met Jerry Bell and his wife at Catfish Johnny's last week, and I was so glad to meet them, or to meet her anyhow. I'd met him before, but to meet the both of them and glad that Skip was able to get out and get around. It didn't even occur to me to take pictures. So, but I do get out and go out a lot more than what he does. So yeah, I may be just doing it on my own and just using the new logo with Sue says yes if I like something. And y'all know that if I don't like it, I just don't mention it. I don't advertise their name if I don't like it. Because somebody asked me, is there any that you don't like? And yeah, there is. But I just don't advertise their name if I don't like them. But yeah, if I happen to be somewhere and Karen's around, why, I'll give her a call sometime. Because I know we want to do a road trip, us girls, Karen and Kyle and Judy P and I, and we want to go up to the Ocala Mall. Haven't been there in a good while, and it's got some stores that we don't have here, and you know how I have a thing for shopping, and I haven't been able to get through all the stores at the Ocala Mall, and basically JCPenney's. I love JCPenney's, and it's hard to do things online if you don't know sizing. That's the one thing I don't like. I love Amazon, and I order a lot of stuff online, but I want everything to be the right size, because if it isn't, then you have to turn around and send it back and what have you. So I really like the stores themselves, and they do have a JCPenney's up there, and there's several other stores. So we are going to make that road trip, girls. Now that Skippy's okay, why I'll have a little bit more time, but I will call you.
And then there was a root canal as a final thing, and then she filled everything in.
Yeah.
Give me a couple of shots of something.
Jerry, you're right. Yeah, I can't believe O'Shucks would tear down their building after spend all that money for the ceiling.
Today,
Yeah, it was kind of a, yeah. Like I said, when we first went in there, you would not believe it. I could not believe that building codes would allow them to stay open.
no, you can sit down there.
But,
sit down there.
Yeah. Can you hear him now?
Put that on. I'll sit over here.
Yeah.
Let me-
Look who
let me-
joined us. Mr. Jose. come
Hola,
and join
Sue.
us.
Okay, before we continue, this segment of the show is sponsored by this. You use this every day, you won't have that kind of shit.
We were discussing O'Shucks as Martin Dolan asked
I've never been
about
there.
about it being torn down, the building rebuilt somewhere else.
They're gone, right? Because of the hotel or something? Or
And then I said I had heard there was a hotel going in there, but I don't think they're
I
gone
heard of
yet.
the hotel going on that side of the
Behind.
road,
Yeah.
but I never heard it was going to go where Shucks.
I never heard them
I think
leaving.
it is, but
Really?
From our neighborhood.
Oh, you know what?
Oh.
Where did I put mine? Oh, right here.
my flashies. I know I wear the one around my neck with the whistle on it when I walk in the morning.
I
so-
saw the little construction fence on the Oshok's side of the building. So I'm guessing they're gonna remove that building too.
Ah, cool. Well, and like I said, Jerry said he can't believe that they would tear down the building after spending all that money fixing the ceiling.
All I know.
Oh, Shucks.
Oh yeah, didn't you mention that they had an issue they fixed? You mentioned it. I
Well,
remember.
Oh Shucks has always had that. When you first went in there, the roof leaked so bad years ago. I don't think it leaked.
It was
like that,
leaking, right?
but the roof sagged where it leaked.
Oh, it went down.
Oh, really bad. I mean, when you first look at it, you think, I ain't sitting back there. It's going to cave in, Well, they
Yeah.
cut that section out, and they just put a little 4x4 piece of
Between-
drywall
between
up there.
the-
No paint, no anything. They just screwed that up there. Looks like hell, but
Yeah.
the sag is gone.
Yeah, at least where I come from in Puerto Rico, the best food, especially seafood that you can buy, is from places like that. That
The
look like
food
that.
over there is great.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
telling
the
you.
food.
Yeah, but like as they get bigger, and if they get a new building and they get bigger, then they'll get more corporate than like
Fancy,
some of
yeah,
these others, and so
corporate, that's the
never
right
going to
word.
be like it was.
Well, but
But-
that's argumentative because Kevin and his wife, Karen, they said they didn't like it.
Yeah, and I said, it is one of those things that you,
I just find it shocking that you didn't like the food over there.
I need to go before they leave because everybody mentioned it. And
hadn't,
never been
it's
there?
been a while
I've
since
never
we've
been
been
there.
there.
Well, let me know when you go. I'll meet you over there. I can
Sure.
eat now.
You can eat now?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Keys, I'll give you a call because, like I said, I've got to look at the schedule. And I said Friday I'm going down to Mount Dora to see Dad.
I just came from my cleaning and dental cleaning, and I just stopped at Five Guys.
Five Guys.
Nothing like a juicy burger after you clean.
Yeah.
Five Guys, do you?
I like the burgers. I hate the price.
I don't like fries either.
I mean, two patties, lettuce, tomato, and onion. That's it. No cheese. Little fries and a small soda.
You can eat all that yourself?
Sure, it's just a burger.
2-patty burger.
Just a double burger.
I can't eat that. I can't eat
Really?
that much. I can't.
You're getting old.
He's getting
I
old.
am, I think,
Yeah.
because I cannot eat that much anymore.
I can.
I used to be able to go to Wendy's years ago when I was
They had
still
the double,
working.
the Dave double. I remember.
I used to get the triple. I got the triple,
I see
I
that
got
one.
fries, and I got a Coke, and I would sit there and I would suck it all down. And a friend of mine he would eat a triple and then a double and then 2 fries.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah,
That's
he
how we
died
used
of
to
heart
eat.
disease.
He's
Imagine
dead.
that.
He's dead, right? I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he's dead.
Now I just sit here and get fat.
You're not fat.
Hey, Vic.
Oh, yes, I am.
He chose that weight loss because I know. I mean, I haven't seen him in a while, but you can tell.
Oh yeah, he's lost
a-
about 20
he's
pounds.
tall,
Yeah.
but you can tell you.
Yeah,
lose
but I gained
weight.
half of it back. I'm 230 now.
Yeah,
Well, you
he's
tall
been
guy.
eating
You were 6 feet tall. So.
been eating pudding and
Look
ice
at
cream
this one.
bars.
Look at this one. I'm a short guy.
Jeff Wilkie says, Betty and Jeff from the PNW, been watching a long time. You guys are great and appreciated. Planning on being there hopefully in July to start our house search. Well,
In
come
July?
on down.
Oh, I need to take a picture of that. A friend of mine asked me about this, and I remember you telling me the whole story about how much it cost and how good they were.
Well, I got the original Sunsetter. They got off brands.
Like that one, that brand over there in the corner. It's a Sunsetter. The
Which
sticker over there. It's 2 stickers. There's one
Speaker?
sticker. Like instead of that brand, Sunsetter is over there.
Oh yeah.
The sticker.
That-
right,
the-
company. It's right there.
Awning Authority is who put it in.
Sunsetter that we did this came from Ocala.
Huh.
I don't know if we got a Sunsetter.
Well, I remember you
here or
told me
not.
the
We
price,
might
and I
have.
was surprised how low it
This one
was.
was 6,000 installed.
Install.
I don't know what they are today, and a lot depends on things you get. We picked out that material. They got other materials. It's a different price. We got it ain't a big deal with that thing stuck on there on the side.
Oh, the windbreaker.
Yeah.
The wind retractable.
But you don't have to get that. So I said, I want that because I know how I am. I'll leave and forget about it. And, if I don't do that, I'll come back and find it laying in the neighbor's yard somewhere. So
6,000 flying away.
Jerry Bell wants to know why you keep driving your wife's 4-seater golf cart.
Well, if you look now, it's a 4-seater blue real car.
Yeah.
Now,
He's got a car today.
I usually go to the dentist. I can. It's in Magnolia. I've done it. But today I was in a rush. So I had to go to her job, get the real car, so I be on time. And now I'm delivering coffee. I got one more stop to go. So
let me get this over here. We get everybody in here.
I told you to sit down here. I don't know how can you enjoy this hot,
Right here.
melting weather.
Really?
Do you don't feel this is hot?
Oh, I do. Yeah, but there's a breeze going through, and I'm good with it.
Well, this is
Now,
okay.
if I'm right
you
directly out in the sun,
sweating
no.
like a
but
pig.
Really? I do have a fan somewhere.
No,
Might be in
because then the noise is going to be impossible for the show.
Well, when it gets hot and really muggy in the middle of summer, we do that. We'll set that fan out here and blows up.
and it's in the garage. It's right around the corner there.
But right now, I feel fine.
Yeah, long as there's a breeze going through.
Maybe you're getting ready to have a heart attack.
Maybe in one of
Maybe
those.
them damn
No,
double
I think
burgers
it's
you
one
got.
of those days of the month.
Maybe them double burgers you got and them fries.
Yeah.
Probably
in
that.
your
Probably
veins
that.
right
It's
now.
getting my blood pressure up.
Yeah.
And if I
Okay.
die a happy camper,
Well, if your blood pressure goes up, maybe it's a stroke.
maybe,
Maybe you got a tumor.
maybe. You know what else I can have?
Vic Madeira says, good luck, Betty and Jeff. Ask for Tiffany Haig at the Village's sales office. She's awesome. Yep, and I said, you guys will love it down here. It's nice, depending on what you want. It's not hard to find the house that you want.
No, I'm actually looking for a house, an area my friend's gonna buy by Eastport.
Yeah.
He's looking for a very specific 2-bedroom home. I think it's called the Topaz. And,
Topaz, okay.
But he's looking for this particular area that they're about to be done, and I go every week or so. Hey, this is how far they are.
He went in Well Point.
No,
Or Shady Brook?
No, Shady Brook.
Shady Brook.
Actually, you know they're about to open those 2 rec centers. This
Yeah, I got
Friday.
that on my notes that they're getting ready
I
to
think
Friday and
Yeah,
Saturday.
This Friday. So the house he wants is literally across the street from that one. From
Oh,
the first
cool.
One. Yeah.
Um,
His daughter was hired as a teacher in Middleton.
William says to tell you that his mother was from Utuado,
Utuado. That's a town in
Puerto Rico, yeah.
It's in the middle of Puerto
Utuado.
Rico.
Is that how you pronounce it? Okay, okay.
I'm going there on the 14th, 5 days, against my will, but I have a wife.
Cool.
So
Are you taking her?
she's taking me. I didn't want to go. And my best friend, which is a doctor, actually my doctor, he's from that town.
Why do you have to go?
Do you really want to know?
I'm just curious why your wife
Well,
thinks you
It's
My
none of our
son-
business. You don't have to tell him.
It has nothing to do. It's just my son and his side of the family, the Colombians and the Cubans, who've never been to Puerto Rico, they're going.
Ah.
And they said, Dad, I want you there.
So
And
a
I go,
family
Oh,
reunion.
so the son
kinda.
wants you.
So I said,
Okay.
okay, I'll go on my own.
What is it, a family reunion?
According to
Kinda?
him, yes.
Okay.
According to me, I don't know. I told him, let me know what you're going to do, and I'll tell you if I join or not. But make your plans. Don't forget about me. And that's it. As soon Maria said yes to that, okay, we can go.
That's cool.
I went last year. I don't need to go back to
Well, I
Puerto
know
Rico.
she wants to go up to Indiana and bring our grandson down here for
Isn't
a
that
little
you're
while.
doing a trip soon? Did you mention that?
Yeah,
Going
that's
there?
what I said. I want to go up and get our grandson,
Guess
bring him
what,
down
though?
here.
Guess what? I'm not going.
Why
There you go.
not?
I got nothing left in Indiana to go up there for.
That's what I said about Puerto Rico. I'm
Yeah.
still going, and I had to fly.
All the friends that I had, they're all
But
dead.
you know what? If she's driving,
No,
she's
she'll,
okay.
she'll fly up there.
Are you flying?
Yeah, her directions in that car's terrible. She'll get lost.
Really? The new car?
I never get
Listen,
lost.
let me tell you how it works. She knows how to drive around the
No,
villages and
I've been in the
inside the,
car.
city.
No, I've
Put
been-
her on an interstate, and here's what I get when she's driving. Do I take 575 around? Do I go toward the airport? Which way do I go here?
Yeah, because I've never done a lot of interstate driving.
I thought you were a truck driver.
Yeah. Huh?
Didn't you drive trucks? at
No,
one
he
point?
did. I didn't.
You did? Oh,
No.
okay. But I've driven with Sue, in the car with her, and she's a really good driver.
Yeah, she knows how to get around.
I don't know about you. I've never done it with
That's-
you,
she
but
only
it
knows
seems to me that
because
she's
she goes
better.
to every thrift store between here and Orlando and back.
Well, that's what I do.
Well, that's all she needs to
Jeff
know.
Wilkie said they'll be looking for a veranda, but not in the far south. Well, there's plenty of them around.
Well, they have a lot of verandas in Linda's neighborhood. That's a veranda neighborhood.
Yeah, but like I said, you won't find very many this side of 44.
No.
And I said, so you're going to have to go south, I think.
Yes.
Doesn't LaBelle,
What were the new ones that are going to build in Hacienda?
LaBelle
Like
and
20-some
Pine,
villas?
Pine
What
Ridge,
was
I
those?
think, have
Courtyard?
verandas. But I
No
don't think
veranda.
north of that, I don't
those
think
are
they have
two-bedroom
them.
courtyards.
2-bedroom only?
Most courtyard villas north of 466 is 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the new ones being built.
The new ones down there,
It's like 24.
They look like courtyards, but they're calling them verandas.
That's what I mentioned when he mentioned
No,
veranda. No
the
veranda.
verandas are
Here we go. Do they not have any close-
designer homes with a fence.
Veranda has fence.
They call them that. They're called verandas because they're like a courtyard. They got a fenced-in backyard, make it a court. That way you can turn your dogs loose back there and they can't go nowhere.
They
I
have
thought
a
That's
regular.
what a courtyard was for.
I thought verandas were designer with a fence.
That's
It
what
is,
they are.
But
Okay.
they look like a courtyard with a third bedroom. But I will say, all the
Okay.
verandas that I've actually been in and looked at, they're gorgeous inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got top-notch everything.
He
from-
should look at those Hacienda. I think I have pictures. I might send it to you or put it on the.
But like I said, I think up across this side of 44, Pine Ridge and LaBelle, I think they have some verandas. But other than that, I don't think there is any north of 44.
I don't know.
And if
Well,
there
wait
is,
a minute. How about over by the preserve? That whole area?
That's
over
what I
there?
said, Pine Ridge and LaBelle.
yeah.
That's not
No, and
preserve.
the other one, Osceola Hills. That area also Osceola Hills.
Yeah.
Again, but it's gonna be pricey. Any pre-owned veranda is gonna be more expensive than
Right.
any new one.
Yeah, but like I said, there's just not that many of them north of 44.
It's hard to explain to people how a pre-owned home here in the villages can actually fetch more money than a brand new one.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But that's a fact.
But there's one reason too, that this developer has maintained a certain level of pricing that if you get out of the villages, you won't find anywhere.
Yeah.
It's impossible to get $300,000 and buy a home outside the villages.
Janet Barticus has had a wisdom tooth pulled, developed dry socket, took over a month to heal, lost 15 pounds, constant nausea, and the area kept tearing open. I honestly thought I was going to die.
You know, I don't know what dry socket is, but there was a guy at work that done that. He ended up in the hospital.
Yeah,
So I know it's serious, whatever it is.
yeah. So, yeah, we understand. I said he went in just to get a cap replaced. That was it. And I said it was a saga the rest of the month. Well, you've all heard the story, so.
All right, I want to make a comment for those of you that usually see these two. I am melting like butter. This shit is hot.
And he's from Puerto
It's hot.
Rico.
I'm from an island. I don't know how
Okay.
they can do it.
Well, I said,
This show will be cut off about half an hour ago. Easy.
well, next week we may be doing it from the back porch. So,
You have AC there or just fans?
no, but
that
we
was
can
what
open the
I've
door.
been checking into getting a, what do you call it, mini split back there.
Yeah.
I'm about to put one in my
Well,
home.
then this dentist thing came up. So now I'm waiting
Oh,
to find out
you're-
what my
you're-
final
you're
bill's
fight-
going to be
fight
here.
down, yeah. You know how the guy that is gonna help me out he works for United. He the big company that's around here, and I met him because they do my maintenance. They do every 6 months maintenance on your unit, and then he bought coffee. Blah 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 blah. He's about to help me out put a mini split, between him and me. Like, I'm not gonna pay full price. Let's put it that way. I might have by the unit. I don't need much. I just need to cool off that area where I roast coffee.
Can
And you can buy them at Lowe's
No.
if you can put them in yourself,
Yeah, DIY.
But yeah, it's just, for us, it's not worth the effort. So,
No, but I'm helping him out. He's an expert, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder. I don't need to.
What kind of
take-
air conditioner are you putting in?
I don't know, one mini split, whatever.
That's what I mean. That's what I want.
Yeah,
mini
I'm
split.
gonna do it. I already got the materials list.
What's your restrictions on mini splits up there?
There's no.
Well,
What?
I know. I don't know what your
That
And he's in a
area, I look
historic
at the
area.
restrictions in my area. It's amazing all the stuff you can get by. Like, I see
don't
all
have
these
many
no,
restrictions.
like, the
Yeah.
only restriction that I saw that are kind of big is the houses that are backing into the fence towards the street, like Griffin Road, or near the entrances. Those have some like don't do this, but man, I see some crazy shit there. Like, I
Yeah.
haven't seen anywhere.
yeah, they
The
get
reason why I ask is here, and they tell me that ARC may give you approval to do it a little differently. But if you're going to add a mini split in your lanai,
Uh-huh.
the outside condenser, I guess you call it,
Yeah, they go.
has to be on the air conditioning side of my house. It
Oh,
can't
that's-
be nowhere else.
Wait,
Well,
wait.
that ain't where I wanted to put it. If I put it in the lanai, I wanted to put it just out there in that flower bed where it's kind of out of the way.
Hidden? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, mine's gonna be next to the big unit. That for sure. I mean, big by design. My big unit is in those bushes, and the other one was gonna be here.
For your lanai?
No, I don't have lanai. This is an actual room that where I roast my coffee. It's called utility room.
Oh, so it's okay. So it's a bedroom,
well,
basically.
it's utility room. It doesn't count as
Utility
living space.
room.
It doesn't count as living space.
Do you have central air?
Yes.
And it don't go to that room?
No.
Or does that room just get extra hot?
Both. No, the owner of the home.
By the way, you should tell these people why you're here. And you also ought to do it on Discord, because I know you're a Discord member. You should let people know how to get a hold of you to order coffee beans.
Oh, yeah.
I get email once in a while.
I'll put it on Discord, but if you type latino.coffee, it will send you to my website.
I wonder if they understood what you said.
Latino, you never heard the word Latino in your freaking life?
Latino.coffee.
Yeah.
I never understand what he
And
said.
it'll send you to
I
his
know, that's the
website.
part- that's the best
He roasts
part.
his own coffee. He was very, very generous when we
I've
were
had it. I've still got a
We
back-
did that
bag in there.
when we were working for the kids club.
Oh, the Wish Kids?
The Wish
Then-
Kids.
yeah,
we
Wish
raised like
Kids.
$400 for that. That was cool.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember that.
Jose was nice enough to give us $1 out of each bag of coffee to go to the Wish Kids, and
We
we
raised
really
$400.
appreciated
I
that.
remember.
And his coffee's good.
Yeah.
It's a
I
lot
just
of us
delivered
use
a
it.
coffee, two deliveries. I got one more to go for to an actual VLS agent that I met on Sunday. I got the bag there. I can show it to you. It's funny.
Meadow 37 says, Mr. W&L crew, nice to see Jose. Does his wife prefer the Villages or Orlando?
Now the villages. In the beginning, she had her doubts.
Because there's a
To
lot to
be
do
honest,
down there.
You're not gonna believe this, but she used to more than me for Spanish-speaking stuff, especially her church. And when we moved, although she's Catholic and there's a bunch of them here, she was not getting by that. Like switching to an English church, that was tough for her. And then she found her church, do a live stream. I'm going, problem solved.
So that's what
But
it took.
honestly, she
So the
like
problem
them.
with her is being basically, when you first moved here, being basically Spanish speaking,
Yeah.
she wanted to do some of these activities,
Yeah.
but when she went, she couldn't understand what they were saying.
No, she
And-
understands. She just don't have anybody to relate to. Like
But how do they explain something to her when she can't speak English?
she speaks
She does
English. What
speak
the hell's
English.
wrong
Well,
with
she
you?
didn't, when she first moved here, she didn't speak very much.
What he's
First-
talking about is she couldn't find a church.
Stuff
She went
that
to a
she liked.
Spanish-speaking church.
Stuff that she likes, that she does in Spanish, that here is like, no,
You mean
Yeah.
a Spanish church?
there's no one.
It's all Catholic, right?
Yeah, no,
All Spanish people are Catholic.
most.
Most
yeah.
are.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
She shakes her head when I say that, but that's
No,
a
it's
fact. I'm not
true.
being
That's a true
discriminatory.
statement.
No,
in any
but
way.
I mean that she wanted people that related to.
I'm just thinking with
her.
all the Spanish people living around here, there's not a Spanish Catholic church.
There's not that many Spanish people
Really?
living around here. Believe it.
Oh.
We have looked.
Well,
There's a minority,
That kinda
and then
shocks
it's
me.
us.
maybe I should ask Pedro where he goes to church at.
Oh, there's one in Leesburg. I don't want to drive there.
Have your wife do it. Do what I do. I can't get there. I get lost.
I
don't
told
know.
her that.
Act dumb. Just act. I don't know what
Oh,
I'm
I don't have
doing.
to act dumb, I
Or
just
act
say
sick.
no.
I don't
Okay.
feel good, but if you want to drive, I'll go.
No, I don't want to go at all.
If
And
you
then-
drive, I'll buy dinner on the way home.
That's not happening. You know what? Where is it? By that restaurant that you mentioned the other day, that somebody got arrested. I saw a news. What's the name that you like to go? You mentioned it on the news that somebody called 911.
Ramshackles.
The church is
Ramshackle.
near that place. That the church you want to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that'd be a good excuse to stop by Ramshackles.
Just
on
because
the
you
way
said
home.
it's now that you mention it, I might try it out.
Vic says, yeah, I missed a couple of weeks, but Skip looks like he's been losing weight. He did.
He
During that
has.
whole thing, he lost about 20 pounds.
He
But
has.
he's put about 10 of it back on.
He should keep it
Because he's
like
been
that.
eating soft stuff, pudding and ice cream bars and
Eating by a straw, that doesn't help.
yeah. But
Well, you know, I really didn't really feel like eating because my mouth hurt. You know, I'm talking the cold
No,
and
dude.
hot and
That's worse.
Yeah.
But one of the pills that they give me to take, it said right on the bottle, "Do not take before eating food,"
yeah,
or something
take with
like
food.
that. So
Yeah.
I had to eat something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So she got me pudding cups, and I kind of got. I ate them all.
Of course.
I
Have
kind of
you
like
tried
them.
to? I tried once to drink the pill when they said eat before you drink this. I tried once. Man, what a mistake.
Well, and I got Jello cups too, but he liked the pudding cups.
the
You can buy them sugar free or zero
Yeah.
or whatever.
Okay, Rizzo says you're more likely to get a dry socket if you smoke or drink out of a straw. So it's that sucking
Yeah, this-
motion that give you dry
Well, I
socket.
don't smoke anymore.
Well, no.
Even though one of my neighbors, I was out in the front yard with Buddy the other day. You were gone. I ain't gonna say who. They dropped by and said, "Hey, how you feeling?" I said, and I turned around. I wasn't in a good mood to start with. So half my neighbors hate me because I'm not in a good mood. You don't really want to talk to me. That's so. You really don't want to talk to me. So I turned around, not knowing who it was. Hey, how you feeling? I turned around, I said, I feel like shit.
And everybody heard you right now.
Well, she was in her car,
There's a lot of echo in this street.
and she said something else. I forget what it was. Probably didn't hear it. And I just told her, I said, if I ever move out of this goddamn place, it's going to be because of this medical stuff. And then she put it in the gear and she left. I think I scared her.
I don't know.
Okay, William says ask Jose about something we did in Puerto Rico called a parranda.
Yeah.
A paranda?
That means he was there during Christmas season.
What?
He was there during Christmas. Parrandas, what he just said, is a very traditional thing to do during the Christmas season. It's basically a bunch of people that like to drink, sing really bad, and goes house by house, drinking whatever you have and keep going.
Oh.
I like that tradition.
Yeah, we like it too.
Oh my. Janet says she's never smoked or drank. Well, we did.
I have never smoked ever in my life.
Never?
Not even to see what it was.
Well, you ain't missing anything.
Robert
No,
was-
no, no. I'm gonna say my mother died from that. So I mean, this is after, of course, she developed COPD so bad because of smoking that she lasted after she was diagnosed. The doctor says 13 year max. She lasted exactly 11 years.
Wow.
Her lung capacity was so bad. If she stands up from this chair to that iPad without the little, you know, that the guys that have the little air thing,
Yeah,
it takes her half an hour.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
COPD
really bad.
just takes you a little bit at a time,
Oh
man.
my
Just
God.
a little bit at a
I
time.
remember when I saw her at the hospital the last moment, it was looking like a little fish out of water, you know,
Oh.
trying to gasp for whatever. And that was painful and awful.
Oh,
You
yeah.
believe we ought to have assisted suicide?
What do you mean? In case you want to say,
Yeah, you just take it as long as you can. You're diagnosed. You're going to die. It's just a matter of time.
You have a really bad disease.
Well, I'm just saying you have to take it as long as you can. You can't stand it anymore. This is it. I'm done. Call a doctor in. He gives you a shot, puts you to sleep. You do that for your dog.
Don't they have a guy like that went to jail? Remember that?
Oh
guy?
no, he.
What was that guy?
He,
Kevorkian.
Kevorkian. He's the one that started the. Well, he did it the wrong way. He was putting plastic bags over their head.
Oh my God.
He
that's
was
bad.
to make
I
sure.
thought
Yeah,
they're putting like an IV.
he did. He went in with an IV and gave him some stuff to relax, but then to make sure he put a plastic bag on, and that's what got him in trouble was doing
Just to make sure
that.
he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's so.
But
wrong.
now we got several states. Oregon is one. They have some kind of concoction that you drink,
That's it.
and your doctor has to sign off on it. In other words, you have to be terminal. You can't just say,
I want a dog.
and you got to go through some kind of test, psychological test, to make sure you're not trying to commit suicide, that kind of stuff. But when I see so many people suffer and suffer and suffer, and I look at it, and they got their own choice. They do what they want to do. I'm just saying, for me, if I ever get like that, I want assisted suicide. And I want to be able to do what I want to do without anybody being able to interfere.
You know that I've been here for full time 2.3 years, part time 2.7 years, kind of since 2021. I know about 2 cases that people drove their golf cart into a lake and commit suicide.
I know of 2 cases here where the guy took a gun and shot his
Well-
wife, got in the bathtub, and then shot himself.
Yeah. But that's more common. I'm talking about people jumping into lakes.
You got a nutball up there here about a year or 2 ago that jumped off that bridge,
What do you
golf
mean?
cart bridge, right in the traffic.
Yeah.
The guy here?
Somebody
There
who
was a
lived
lady.
up there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they put those fences so high.
That's
now.
why they.
Oh, is
they
there a
did
thing
that.
on there now?
Yeah.
Like a little fence.
Oh,
like
okay.
Yeah,
That's why
because
they
you
done
can
it.
get out. I mean,
Yeah.
you want to, you go from the side and you can still do it, but that's gonna be tough.
Yeah. Robert Witkowski says, been here 5 months, loving it here in the village of Springdale up north. Now, Springdale's a nice area. That's a beautiful area up there. That's where,
Actually, I think, if I got the villages right, that village, there's a golf course that the golf cart trail actually goes right through. If that's the same village I'm thinking, that was the first village that actually put in a walking trail for the residents. And then they didn't do any more till they got clear down here. Later, they went back up there in some of the areas. They put a little in here, but it was all afterthought. But that was the first village that was actually in the construction thought of building that community.
yeah. And I've never found that walking area. I've never found that
There's
place.
a few
They also
places
have
up
a
there that
dog.
I know. I see people. One day I'm gonna just go and see what the hell it is, because you can tell they're going somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't do it because I don't live there.
Well, go over to my dentist office. I'm sitting in a chair, and I told Sue, I said, I just seen a golf cart go through that woods. There's a
You
woods.
mean Gasol? Yeah, there's a big fight about this place in the villages that golf carts cut through. Instead of going to Buena Vista, they go through this neighborhood, and the guy in the corner is fed up.
Oh, I know
ca-
what you're talking
You know
about.
what?
Yeah.
And he counted like 1,000 cars a day. He wants the thing closed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Ain't,
people
When
say,
I
that
seen on
ain't
the,
happening.
it ain't happening.
You need to
know
move. You need to sell the house
that.
fast.
Yeah. This is why it's very important to tell people. Know what it is you want to do and things that may bug you, because if you buy a house next to a golf cart trail, guess what? There's going to be 1,000 golf carts come by your house morning, noon, and night.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you buy a house real close to a town square, guess what? You're going to hear music every day from 5 o'clock until 9 o'clock.
I hear music in my home.
Do you? From the square?
Yeah, and I live about a mile. I can see the big flag and Spanish Springs entrance, and because the wind mostly blows towards me,
Oh, do
I
you?
can hear the music.
Every now and then, very rarely when I'm sitting down, and I think it has to do, like you said, with the wind,
Yeah.
I can kind of
From
hear
Brownwood?
Brownwood. And I don't know
No,
how far
I can
am.
distinctly know. I can hear the song. I mean, it's not like you're there. Oh, by the way, I passed by Blondie today. Let me show you this picture. Man, they're moving that fast. They want
Oh,
people
yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
They
I was
want
there the other
people
day.
drunk.
They are. They're
Oh,
moving.
the
Blondie's.
bar they were building
Yeah.
up there?
Yeah. the
On
outside
my
bar.
way to my dentist on my golf cart, look, they already have all the tables and umbrellas and all that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna put it
they're
on Discord.
Pretty
Like,
ready for the. I think they had a hiring sign out there.
Now,
Yeah.
Is this
So-
where,
Sharon.
It's next to the-
next to the Sharon.
Sharon.
The big theater, whatever that is.
but what bar was that they had?
Margarita.
Margarita.
Yeah.
Margarita
part of
Republic.
No.
In between.
Margarita
there was
is here.
grass.
There's the parking, and that's the Sharon. If you cross diagonal, that's the.
So
what
this
you
is
call-
just drinking only?
Yeah, just like Sawgrass.
No. Well,
It's a
but I mean,
bar.
do they serve food?
I don't think so.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
bar, like
In
Sawgrass.
Sawgrass, they got food there.
No, but they go to the restaurants. I was there Sunday, and they come with a menu from the.
Okay, so in other words, I can go over to say whatever, get a burger and a fry, and walk over
Actually,
here.
the lady came to me with a menu.
The idea is it being
ordered from-
outside.
No, in Sawgrass.
Okay,
But this is gonna be just drinks.
Yeah. Like I
So
said, the
nothing-
idea is to be outside.
I can see them serving food eventually.
I can see them.
Maybe a food truck.
Yeah.
I want to see them
Maybe
getting drunk
maybe
here.
Jose's Tacos.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Well,
see them getting drunk here and trying to walk towards the square without falling in their asses.
Well, they're
I haven't
you
been
know,
up there since they started building that.
Yeah,
they're,
almost
they're,
done.
you would be amazed at just what's happening in May since you've been down 301. I mean, the building is it's insane right
No,
now.
I knew what they was going to do. I mean, Wildwood's got pasture field. They got 1,000 more acres over there, and they ain't done
Well, they're
anything.
making a
with
lot
it.
of houses there on that side of the 301.
And Racetrack Road. Have you been down Racetrack Road lately?
They're going to redo the whole
Oh,
road for one.
Yeah, I have. They do.
They're-
Where the country
building-
club was at, they're going to build a family community back there.
Brooks, they've got
Where Caroline
Burks,
is
rather.
behind us. Remember that road, whatever that road was called back there? I want to say
Yeah,
Cherry Road.
Cherry
I don't
Road.
know what that is. Across the street over there's that woods. Family development's going in right there.
yeah. There's
So-
already one
Where
back
I,
there.
Yeah.
I fly on Rolling Acres near the where Ira did the what the American Legion. You know that?
Yeah, I know.
So you keep going towards here, and you go down, and you see a big development on the right. They even have circles like us. Like
Yeah,
they build
yeah. They've got the
something.
roads in.
Yeah.
If you go another half a mile down the road, they're staking that out to do the same thing.
Another big development.
So like I said, it's just incredible the amount of building
But
they're
that's
doing.
not villages.
And that's just
some
here.
other-
Yeah. I think you got Lady Lake over there. You got Fruitland Park over there. You got what's that big town over here? I keep where Ramshackles is at. Leesburg.
Leesburg.
Leesburg. I read their news once in a while. People over there starting to race out because they say there's too much building going on over there. It's just crazy nuts.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're bringing them in.
It's all because of the villages.
Joseph Schmidt says
That
Skip
is
seems
true.
to be back to
That's
his
what
old
started it
self.
all.
There's nothing here except us and them.
Glad you're back this week. I miss Porch Settin. It's certainly better than anything on TV and enjoying your guest. Well, you're a hit, Jose.
Yeah, I lost already 5 pounds because of the heat.
And yeah,
I'm sweating. I swear to God, you can see my sweat.
Rizzo says you should have put on fishnet underwear.
Oh, well, go long. I know I need to lose about 50, but you know.
Yeah.
You want a Coke or something?
Yes.
I got Coke.
Yes.
Can you drink regular Coke? Or?
Of course, I can drink regular beer, regular
I got a
Coke,
beer. I got whatever you want.
Yeah.
Jingling it is.
There's water, Coke.
Jingling it is.
Yingling?
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody can.
David Williams says hi from Seattle. Hi, David.
You see, that's a rainy and cool place,
Yeah.
Seattle.
Oh, smooth as butter. Yeah. Welcome, David. Yes, yes. William says I had a wet socket, but then I got divorced. William,
Oh my God.
you're rotten.
So you came on top? I don't know.
Vic wants to know if anybody has a guy for fixing sprinklers.
Yes, I do. Very responsible. I can send you. I'm gonna post the. I think I posted once here on Discord, but I'm gonna say his name. His name, believe it or not, is Anthony Butts. That's a funny name.
Anthony Butts is his name.
And I recommend him 200%. And
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
say his phone number. He can do anything.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you because the lady across the street was asking. She's having problems with hers, and she's already paid. I don't know how much now to have
She
somebody
said
work on it.
$500.
In my phone,
Okay.
his name is Anthony Sprinkle because that's how I know who he is.
Okay.
His phone number is 352-454-7990.
Okay.
Anthony.
You got
He's
that, Vic?
very responsible guy. Highly recommend.
William wants to know if you're in a booster chair to look bigger than Jose.
No, it's big.
No,
Big
he's-
is
there's
really
two
big.
chairs there
I'm a short
stacked.
guy, 5'8". He's like 6'2" or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't have to look
How do you
bigger.
open this? Oh, it's twist.
Yeah. I know. I've been bitching about this for several months now. I even sent a letter to them. Not this sick company. I drink the iced tea of called.
Go
This is
Pete.
on the because of Skip Salute. He can drink this because he has a back tooth. I don't know. I can.
On meds,
What's
so
it called?
what?
What you
tea?
have?
Gold Peak.
Gold Peak. She buys it in half-gallon jugs.
Go pee.
So yeah.
Oh, that the tea.
I love
yeah,
it.
Yeah, that's
So
a
when
good
she
one.
goes and gets to the store, she'll buy 6 or 7 jugs of it, whatever they got, and bring it home. And here lately, the last 6 months probably, I have to get a pair of pliers to open them up.
They're
The
hard, right?
lids are on so tight, you can't get. The
I'll have to
things
show
open.
you my housewife bull crap. that I use to get the lids. Now you can't get them off,
There's
and you
no
think I
sense
could?
in anybody putting one on that tight.
I thought
Wow.
they were like this instead of twist.
No.
No, it's a twist.
Oh.
And
To
then
go
they got
keep-
like this seal underneath of it, a little plastic seal you have to break. So I guess just make sure it's a store somebody don't open it up and put shit in there. But you can't get the thing to open.
Yeah. But I've got the little
I know.
little rubber thing that you use to
the-
twist.
for-
That's
to-
what I
for
use
the
because I haven't got.
lids. I
you
do
know.
that for the sauces and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't got any strength at all, and so I have to
That
use
too
that.
shows me also I'm getting old.
Yeah.
But you can open
Um,
a sauce thing, but you need that grabbing green rubbery.
Well, I've
Right.
also got a plastic thing that's got different sizes that you
yeah,
can
that's
use.
the one I'm
I don't like that one as well, but I will use
The
that.
main beer in Puerto Rico is not twist, or at least it wasn't. But real Puerto Rican men, not me, they have a trick where they put this thing on an edge and they hit it, and boom, it's open.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing that.
No.
So they put
You
it like
heard
here,
yourself.
and they go boom.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen him do that. Yeah.
Again,
Mark
real
Sears-
Puerto Rican man, not me.
Mark Sears says I was a corrections officer working where Kevorkian locked up. Saw him many times a day. Jackson Prison.
Yeah,
Yes, and didn't he die in prison?
he's dead.
I think he did, but I'm not sure.
Did anybody saw the finally Boeing got that thing over the space?
We went. I looked out there this morning. I went out there
Did
and
you
I
see
could
it?
not see it. I can never see the daytime
spaceship
flights.
from Boeing.
It was supposed to go out last night,
No, it went today.
and we went out and then they canceled it.
Of course, again.
And then she said it was going to go off in I thought she said 25 minutes.
I
She
said
didn't say that.
10:52.
So by the time I walked out there, it was done and over. So I don't.
I gotta tell you, I know astronauts are brave, but those two have big ones.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because if I were them with so many delays, I'll quit.
yeah. They canceled
Yeah,
what 3
fuck,
It'd make
times?
you nervous.
Three
wouldn't it?
times.
3
They've been trying
times.
to launch that since 3
Yes,
years.
yes. And that would scare me to death. I'm with you. Yeah, the first time might have been exciting, but
No.
after the third time, yeah, I'd been scared. Dennis Lavity says, "Hi, Skip and Sue, enjoying all the conversation today." Well, great. And I said, Dennis. I'm sorry. It's probably Denise.
Well,
Laura, the apartments above Katie Bell. She wants to know if they've been rented.
I don't know. I don't know.
They,
You rented.
they
was-
are rented, and I said I seen a thing that they were starting to let them move in the other day.
And I know they're finishing they're doing like a covered golf cart thing on the parking lot, so they can park their golf cart.
Yeah, because at first they were going to let them park around the square and take away those parking
That's not
spots,
happening.
and
Yeah.
people started complaining.
Even if they allow me to do that, I won't put my golf cart there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. It's not. I don't know. People are gonna go nuts.
And she says she didn't think she would want to live above Katie Bell's. You know,
I
I
would want to
don't.
live next door to the square.
Yeah.
That'd be my thing.
You know,
Now,
they
you
have
know,
those
if you're
townhouses,
not an
right?
early
Remember?
riser, it probably wouldn't matter because the music stops at 9. But you know, I just
my big, I won't say fear, but what I'm waiting for is for them to announce they're going to turn the Brownwood movie theater into apartments inside.
Well, I think they're gonna turn out where Gators and the ex-gym was at Spanish Springs. Those are gonna be apartments.
yeah. And then I said they're getting ready. They did a lot of work on that, so it should be opening soon.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
moving the gym to the ex-movie theater Rialto or whatever the name is. I know they're moving there, and the reason is to get that space for apartments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful building too.
You know what I was surprised. I don't know how true it is, but it came out. It wasn't a letter to the editor. It was like some announcement. I didn't renew my pool membership about a week ago because they're saying once they level off Paradise for the new construction, they're gonna use Paradise Pool. They're gonna open it up to allow. I'm going, what? I'm not paying money, and then they allow everybody to show up. You know.
Yeah.
That's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I went like,
But not all of them, just the ones up there.
how you gonna know that now? How you
It
gonna?
was on there. It said the one at Glenview, the one at Orange Blossom Gardens, Hacienda.
3 pools. Yeah, but Hacienda is
Yeah,
already.
yeah, three.
Hacienda is. Oh, Hacienda. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sports pool. True.
Yeah.
True.
Well, my only thing is they can do what they want. I mean, I understand both sides of the story, but remember this.
Well, you're paying for those.
People
pools.
in the 80s, when they bought up there around Orange Blossom Gardens, when they had that country club built and all that, that was their neighborhood pool. everybody went there with their kids. And then one day, after these people lived there 10, 15, 20 years, knocked on the door and says, hey, from now on, if you want to use that pool, you got to buy a priority membership.
Like I did.
So they felt like it was kind of stolen away from them.
Yeah.
They did it anyway. So I see both sides of a story here.
That's why I didn't pay.
Yeah.
How much is it, by the way?
$300 a year.
Now, is that for every pool or just one?
So, no, the 6 or 7 country club pools around.
Because they got a membership that I saw where you can buy a membership for like everything north of 466.
No, not that I recall. You can buy a
Oh, they
month, you
took
can
that
buy
out.
6 months, but if you buy 6 months, it's like 270. You buy a year, 300. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, we like that pool a lot, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
$25 a month. We don't have to maintain, we don't have to repair, so
Yeah.
for us it's perfect.
William Rizzo says, drink more coffee, it thins out your blood. See, my grandma used to say that, and that's not true. There's no way you can thin out your blood.
Well,
God.
I drink coffee because I enjoy it.
yeah.
Whatever
I
happens.
drink
I don't
coffee,
know.
I think, because I'm just addicted to it.
Of course you are.
I love good coffee.
It is. It's an
You
addictive
could drink hot
substance.
water every morning and do the same thing. So.
But
That
what I
ain't
mean,
true at all.
Oh yes, it is.
It is not. There's no
You know what?
caffeine
You
in
know.
water.
Do you know what
Water?
you use coffee
Oh,
for?
There's no caffeine in water.
Doesn't matter. Do you know what you use coffee
Well, wait
for?
a minute. You just said it does the same thing. So if I do drink a lot of coffee and I tell you, well, there's water in there, it's the same thing.
If you use hot water, you're going to go to the bathroom the same as if you drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee to go to the bathroom.
Oh, really?
some people
No.
do.
How is it? The second cup always?
That's when I
Always-
got. It makes me poop.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what
I thought you were
that's
talking
why
about-
my neighbor's
Yeah.
grandkid said to me once. He's like 8 years old, and he watching me making coffee, and I went, "Do you like coffee?" It's a little kid, and he goes, "Yeah, because he makes me go poop." Wow, I didn't expect that at all.
You didn't expect that?
No, well, he said it's so normal. Yeah, it made me go poop.
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
Joy.
It works every time.
Joyce, it's good to see you're on the mend. So,
Yeah, he's about 15% there. He needs to wear some shoes.
but
Vic Madeira says Jose is used to Puerto Rico. He should be used to.
I used to
Hot
be.
weather.
I moved in 2005 out of Puerto Rico for that particular reason.
He says he should be used to freaking hot. Quit whining.
That's why I left.
No, he didn't say quit whining.
I don't. No, I don't care.
yeah.
It's very things you can say to me that gonna bother me.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is true. Once you retire, and before when you worked around a bunch of guys you worked with, and their opinions kind of meant a lot to you because you got to work with these guys every
you
day.
can see 'em every day.
But then when you retire, you come down here, you don't know anybody, and the truth is, you go up and you meet people. Sue's always saying you shouldn't be doing that. That's what do I care? I'll probably never see these people again the rest of my life.
Yeah, I said that once when I wore a crocheted bathing suit.
So what?
And then you met them again.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I went through some events in my life, hard ones, especially when my son died 2 years ago. That even before that, I adopted this mentality that I really don't give a shit. Like honestly,
But
like
do you really?
I don't. Like I go out, you have to be so out of place to rattle me out. Like because I really don't give a shit. I just keep going. Nah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, I can figure that's true because as much as Skip says to you, sometimes I'm up like this because I'm thinking, what did he say?
I know my audience. I know what I can say and what I can't say.
Yeah,
You know what I gotta
You
laugh?
don't use that around me.
Yesterday I got such a laugh that I had to write it down. When he said, "Oh, I think I'm starting to getting old," I'm going, dude.
I read it.
I went like, sorry.
It's so cute that you think you're just now starting to look old.
That ship sailed so long ago.
I know. Every time he mentions these old duffers, I'm thinking,
Do you have a second shift in older? Like the first shift when you start getting old, so now you're on second shift to the next phase?
Tell me when you look in the mirror,
What?
you don't see the person you think you are.
No, I think I'm handsome.
Well, the point is, I look in the mirror and I go, yeah, I'm showing some age, but I don't think I look my age.
You want an honest?
Okay, just like Judy. I've always said Judy does not look her age.
no.
You want me honest opinion? The picture you put yesterday, your selfie.
Oh, I was just sitting
After
there.
Oh, that was
no,
awful.
I know.
Yeah.
And you here, it's like two different persons.
Yeah, that looked awful.
Honestly, I'm being honest about that.
That's when I got
That
back.
means you need
That's
to
what
wear.
I look like when I got back from the dentist.
Yeah, Janine, don't take out the hat.
Yeah. If you're on Discord, you saw that picture. If you're not going to see
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Post it.
You when you say you look like shit, that's the definition.
look like
That's
shit.
the definition. That picture.
That's why I put in there says, man, I look like
But
shit.
we all do when we're sick. We all do when we're sick. So,
The other day we got another COVID scare because of Maria. Some patient. Man, I don't get these people. They're in the 80s and 90s. They show up to the office sick, and they don't mention they have COVID. And then when they get home, oh, sorry, I forgot to mention I had COVID. Then the whole office. Maria was sent back home to test. And then I have to test people. If you have COVID or feel sick, do your job.
now a lot of it depends on the job. Because I remember having
her
some
job.
jobs
There's nothing
that
she can do.
you couldn't be sick. If you were sick, you lost your
She
job.
wasn't sick. It's because the guy showed up with COVID. The whole office has to be tested.
Yeah, well then when I went to RCA, they was a little bit different there, but I still had that mindset. I can't call off, and I
Yeah,
work 6 days a week, and I didn't call off because, I thought I would lose my job, and but like I said, there are jobs, waitress jobs, cashier jobs, and if they call off for being sick, they probably get fired. So there are some people that couldn't do that. And office jobs, I
This
don't know much
Sunday I
about.
met a VLS agent. She's Latin, and she used to be married to a Puerto Rican guy.
Yeah.
Sorry for her. And she asked me a question. Once we engaged that, okay, I'm from Puerto Rico. She used to live in Puerto Rico. She said, do you feel any racism, like as a Latin guy?
Racism?
Yeah, I mean, living here. Yeah. And I told her this, and I've told him many times, this is the least amount of racist issues, or to zero, that I ever encountered in my life, and that includes Puerto Rico. I thought we were going to have a big problem because look at my accent and my wife and how we look. No,
Do you know why?
I don't know. People don't care.
People
Well,
don't care.
that's just it. We're all here for the same reason, and we haven't got that long to live, and so we don't care.
Yeah.
People just trying to live out the rest of their lives
Yeah.
without all kinds of trouble.
But it was
and arguing.
it was a good question. I honestly answered the best I could, and I honestly feel that way. I've been
Well, I
here-
know we had some people, that meet and greets. We had some people that we met, and they were two genders, and they'd ask us, if we think it would be a problem here, and I said
think
nobody
so.
cares,
I don't think so at all.
Did you read William's remark that she was talking about a dry socket?
Oh,
You didn't read?
I did. Yes, I
I
did.
had a wet socket once, but then I got divorced.
You're way behind me, but yeah, I
know.
read
Yeah,
that.
about 15 minutes behind.
That's what I said. William kills me.
Oh, Jerry Bill put a link to your coffee up there. Right there.
Yeah,
Is that
thank you,
Yeah,
Jerry.
that way. Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The villages is a very interesting place, but in a really good way.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can put it up.
Well, and I read every day about things going on that.
I met the
That
owner
makes sense.
of the house that's been built next to me. Remember I told you they bought that Lakeview lot for $160,000. I think that home, the construction of it, is all block and stucco. It's probably be easily no less than $300,000 to $400,000 because it's a huge home.
Are you thinking about buying another home?
No, I
No.
just met the owner, and they've been living here for 8 years. They moved from Colorado. I asked her, "Are you gonna rent?" Said, "No, this is our home." I was searching for a Lakeview lot in this area since I moved to the villages.
In what area?
Where I live, across my home.
Are you
In the
got a
historic
Lakeview
area.
lot?
Well, I don't have. She has.
Oh, but
He did have until they put a house there.
Yeah, she's building a house, a brand new one.
Oh, so there was a lot for sale and you didn't know it?
No, I know it. I know it was bought a month before my house.
The lot?
Yeah,
Oh.
160K.
That's the problem, just because somebody's got a good view in the backyard or a good view in the
No,
front
no, no,
yard.
no, no. I knew that view wasn't mine at all. This is across the street. I mean, I don't care.
But they bought the lot for $160,000,
a lot.
Yeah.
and then they're building on it.
Yeah.
He said probably
But,
three or
but
four
my point
hundred.
is no matter where you buy, if you've got, so I bought this house because I got such this great view in the back. There's no building back there. It's just me and the cows. How many times have we heard this?
Yeah.
Then next thing you know, some contractor from Texas coming in, Wildwood approved some kind of
Building. Oh,
Yeah.
where I live, it happens. You know the West Shore Schwartz Street or Boulevard has west and east. So on the west side is towards BJ's and Lowe's, and those houses already have apartment buildings 4-story up behind them. Before it was a lake and whatever. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I know they started renting those up there at Katie Bell's a few months ago. They were taking applications.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard anything since.
They are getting ready to let them move in.
Well, I know they're getting ready to rent them out, or maybe they've already
Well, they're
rented
getting
them out.
ready to let them move
There's
in.
not that many. Like
Oh,
8
so
or
they're all
10.
rented?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like
Do we
10
know
of
how
them.
much?
Oh, if I had to bet, no less than 2,000 for a 1 bedroom.
I don't know.
You know Brownwood? You know how much is that?
No.
Two bedroom is like 23, 25.
Yeah, but see, that's all new construction.
And then they have to pay the amenities fees also. It's
Yeah.
not included.
And that's with or without a garage space.
Yeah.
Oh, that depends. You want
Yeah,
a
so-
covered
Her and
garage.
Deb done an inside tour of those when they were building them. It was funny because I was editing it, and Sue was asking this lady questions. And halfway through here, Sue asking questions, the lady looks at Sue and she goes, Sue just kept recording it, and then she did it again. And Sue just kept recording it, and I told her, I said, you know what this means? This means cut. She don't want to talk on camera at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I know
What's that person doing?
driving a car. Why? I don't know.
They went through the stop.
Look, no, he's turning around. He's just a bad driver.
Look how these people drive. Look at how this. Look how.
That's probably too big of a car or
That's
a really bad
ridiculous.
driver or both.
Good Lord, they were
all the
probably
room in
on
the
their
world, and That's the
phone.
best they could do.
They can do a U-turn there easily.
Well,
There's
you
your
almost-
roundabout trouble right there.
Almost went in their yard.
You know what I have seen lately a lot? Golf cars going on the main streets. I was gonna film it, but I didn't want to get the police mad. The hospital, the 441, right, the big one. There's a light that you cross towards, and there's like one of those arcade. I call it like Social Security stealing machines. And there's a lot of people do that from the hospital. It's a short, but it's just still crossing 441. Boom! I saw a guy, a policeman, and the policeman was like on top of the guy, like, "Why are you doing that?" I was gonna film it, but I said, "I might get myself into trouble."
Somewhere
Well-
up there's a golf cart crossing across 441.
Well,
illegally.
But it's not in the villages.
I think it's in the Stonecrest area.
Yes, it's
Oh,
Stonecrest.
okay.
They got the okay from the senator or something.
Yeah, yeah.
They got that. But I know that there was a piece the other day on one of the boards that told, and remember me telling you that I read in the paper, this law firm put in the paper that they could cross on 466A over to Trailwinds.
No, you cannot.
illegal.
Well, like I said, somebody made it a point of putting it on the boards. They were wrong. That is not
No.
a law. They cannot cross there.
No.
And so the police have been sitting there because,
Yeah.
they opened a new Home Depot, which is the same way. You have to cross
Powell Road.
over Powell
But
Road.
you can't do it with a golf cart.
And you can't do
Legally,
it.
I should say. You
But
can do whatever you want.
You can
but
come from Wildwood in a golf cart
Right.
and go into
That's
Home
because
Depot.
Wildwood city limits.
Yeah.
We're in the villages. We're not Wildwood.
We are on
Right.
the other side of the street.
But I mean, they made a point of saying, yeah, that law firm was
People
wrong. They
make
had a
stuff
big.
up all the time.
they had a
don't
big,
You know, here's two things that you're going to learn around here. People make things up a lot.
Being
Then
wrong.
the rumors around here run wild on everything.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to tear that down. They're going to build a pet hospital over there, and they don't know nothing.
Yeah.
The thing
Well,
is that I agree with Sue. Like, it doesn't matter. Use your common sense. Many crashes, many people dying because you just decided to do dumb thing.
well, like I said, there's a speed
What
limit.
was the last dumb thing you did?
Just got here.
Quick. That was quick.
Yeah.
Don't even go there. I'm already almost done.
I got a whole refrigerator.
No,
full
but I
of-
have to drive.
No, he has to drive. He's
I'm
not
a
getting any
responsible
more.
driver.
Oh.
What's the cop says? I only have two. I only have one.
Me too.
Yeah, that's what they always say. It's always two.
Two.
Only had a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
What's your dog? I never seen that dog once. And
Oh.
probably
Coke?
it's big.
You can drink Coke. I
The
got
dog-
a bunch of Coke.
He's talking about
that.
Buddy.
Buddy.
He's running out of something to drink. He
No.
said he's sweating his balls off, so I
okay.
thought he might want another Coke.
Well, that's in my mind, but you said it.
No.
That,
What,
I'm talking
balls?
about your dog. Yeah, the balls.
It's too hot out here for him.
No, he's
Yeah.
probably dying.
Yeah.
Well, I said I'd take him out early in the morning and then
If
late
I
in the
put my
evening.
dog here, in 30 seconds, she's being
That's what he
Because
is.
yeah.
The only thing about him
Overheats
is
like
he's
this.
attached himself to her, so whenever she's not around, he whines constantly.
That's
He
what
goes
I'm
around
saying.
looking
I
for
can-
her.
You get to
understand.
babysit Friday.
Huh?
I said, you get to
Oh, you-
babysit
are you
Friday
flying
because I'm
off?
going down to Deb's.
Usually when you're gone, I don't have a problem with it. It's only when you come out here and he knows you're out here walking around.
Oh, he knows she's
Yeah.
nearby. Okay.
Yeah, because I've tried to work out here in the flowers. And
I call my dog, I'm the last resort. If we're home, and Maria's around, and Maria goes on the chair, she goes boom. Now, for her to do that with me, that's
yeah. Well, I said he is, you know.
Craig Morrison says hello.
hello.
Okay, my phone stopped again.
Overheated. The phones are overheated. I'm overheated. The show is overheated.
Yeah, well, I said it's just my comment feed that sticks for some reason.
Joy looks like she's updating her yard. She said this is she's in
Not at this
week
time.
2.
Not at this time.
Yeah, it takes a while, man, to get your landscaping done. It's hot.
When I left the coffee before I got here, they had these little rocks, one of those patio villas.
Mm-hmm.
And on Sunday we went there, and they had this guy with his girls, like kids, taking all those rocks out so they can redo the black stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It looks awesome, but I'm going, man,
Ah,
A
yeah.
lot of work.
oh my God.
And especially when it's 90 degrees out.
No.
And what kills me is I watch this guy over here does it. He probably does right, but he takes care of that yard. He mows
It's
it and
pretty.
whatever. But when he shows up on a 90-degree day, as she'll tell you, he's got long pants on, he's got long socks on, he's got heavy shoes on, he wears a full face mask. You can't even see his face. Wears a big hat that hangs down over the back.
And long sleeve.
I talked to him one day about it. I said, man, I said, you got to be miserable. He goes, well, it's pretty hot. I said, why do you do that? He said, because of all the chemicals in the grass. He said, I don't know what's sprayed here. And he said, if you do 20 yards a day, those chemicals get in my
That is a
lungs
true statement.
over a period of time. So
Yeah.
he's covered. But he's got to be miserable.
Yeah.
And he does like maybe 20, 30 years a day, easily. At least 20 different houses per day. 20.
You know, you could do that where you're at.
That's not happening.
Yeah, you could just do an extra 10 yards a month.
Yeah.
That's only 2 a week.
Yeah, I don't care.
You could do it.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's not about if I can, if I want. That's a big difference. I don't do my own yard.
I did mine for 5 years.
Oh.
And then one day I just decided, what am I
No.
doing? I ain't doing this no more.
The issue in Florida is in the summer when it's rainy, if you don't do it weekly, you get behind.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the next one is gonna be tough.
It is. Wintertime's not so bad.
Yeah. Vic says, how do you pronounce that beer, Jose?
Me,
Uh-huh.
cerveza. I mean, jingling.
Okay.
How supposed to pronounce it?
He says
It's not
jingling.
yingling. It's yingling.
Jingling, jingling.
Not yingling.
Jingling.
No, it's not
jingling,
yingling like dingling. It's yingling.
Jingling, jingling.
Oh.
I'm
And
gonna call it as it is, the really good free one.
Chickadee says, hello from Northern Virginia. Joining my brother in the villages soon. Well, come on down, Chickadee.
Joining for vacation
gonna
or
be nice and
joining
hot.
forever. That's a big difference.
And Sherry Hall says, just love Jose. Thought he was a great addition to WNL. Yes, he was.
Thank you. I retired, but I was. Well, he retired the
I
show.
kind of missed doing
Yeah.
the show. I didn't really want to give it up. I had, at the time we gave it up, I had 6.
We's a lot of people.
Well,
You gave it up.
I had 6 special guests already lined up to come on the
You
show.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't never tape that?
I stopped it. I
Oh.
just was sitting there one day and I'm looking over 3 years of shows. 3 years. You can go look right now. 3 years of shows, and not one show ever brought in that much any more than 1,600 views ever. Good Lord, I can sit out here. We get over 2,000 views sitting out here doing nothing.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing something. You're doing nothing.
Well, you know what I mean. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Getting everybody lined up.
No, the
you know.
editing, the show, the
No, I didn't edit
games.
that. No, the show's
No, I mean the
alive.
scripting. Oh, you're
Yeah.
gonna talk about this and
Yeah,
You
yeah.
edit that, and when you ask me to do videos, and I'm editing those videos to showcase.
Yeah,
That's
it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
And then,
Well,
you
welcome,
know,
Chickadee.
that's why I quit. It's just a lot of work. A lot of people is volunteering to do this, and all this basically is to get information to help people out there for other people.
My goal,
and-
when you asked me for the first time, my goal from that moment was to showcase as much as I could, especially where I live, that for some reason people think about that area like a iffy area, you want to call it something, and it's so different. Like, the more we live in that place, the harder it's going to be for us to get out.
Yeah. Well, I said they
one
had
is, from what I can see, is you guys
Everything.
aren't used to all the rules we're
Oh,
used
that's
to,
number one.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Z 1069 says, do a live stream with the old WNL gang. Get caught up with everybody's doing. We would love to, but not
Yeah.
everybody's here.
Unfortunately, Linda has her hands full.
Yeah, Linda's got her hands full.
Let's call it that way.
Yeah,
and Judy, we don't know about her since about 6 months.
she's
we don't know if still she lives in
Judy's
the
on the
villages.
go.
I don't know if Judy still lives in the villages.
Yeah.
I know she has a house for rent, but I don't know.
She's going to rent. Well, I don't know if she got it rented.
You know, I think I went for by that house.
Yeah.
Dabney was it or whatever, because we were zooming there and I saw your video and I was with Maria. Okay, I think that's Judy's home. Like
Could be.
the way, because
Might
of the
be.
video.
I don't even remember how to get there.
Yeah, could be.
I can tell
I
you,
do.
don't go by my directions
Yeah.
because
Why?
well, we followed the GPS.
Yeah.
That's all I know. And
That area is tough to navigate.
Yeah,
The Dabney area.
it is.
If you don't pay attention, you are back on 470, just like this.
well, she was
But,
there, and I says, "Hey, let's go over to O'Grady's."
Yeah, the McGrady.
McGrady's.
The restaurant.
I said, "Let's go there and have something to eat." And cause I ain't been over there in a while, I said, "Go over and have something to eat." She said, "Okay, I'll meet you over there." So we followed the GPS. We get over there. She done been in, got a table ready for us, and sitting there waiting for us. And I said, "You've been? How long
She
you
knew
been
the
here?"
shortcut.
She said, "How'd you get it? How'd you come back?" And I said, "I just followed the GPS. It took me over to this road, to this road." What? She said, "Oh, no. If you went out the back gate, see around here, you know about the secret little
yeah,
po-"
Yeah, and since then they have opened up a bypass to get there, so you don't even have to go over the bridge.
Now it's easier.
Yeah, like I said, they've opened up another road, and I don't think you even have to go over the bridge. I don't know how.
That's the
but-
one thing I really liked about Spanish Springs area. The longer you're up there, the more you'll find these hidden golf cart trails.
Yeah.
That go from point A to point B.
I
that
found one just 2 days
If you're
ago.
not a full timer, you would never know about these trails.
That's true.
I got a
That's true.
friend that I needed to go to his home, somewhere near the driving range by Rolling Acres. You know, the houses behind that. So, okay, give me your address. I'm in the golf cart, right? We were flying planes. So I punch it in, and suddenly I find myself in this little golf cart trail between nice houses, people playing golf. I'm going, what am I doing? I went like, am I in the golf course or not? Like,
Yeah.
it looks like it, but
It takes you all the way over there to the driving range.
They've got some of those up
you need
there.
2 minutes from that range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. We looked at a house in one of those neighborhoods.
Very
It was
nice.
one of the,
You
one
got
of the
people
few
waving
homes-
at you.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
One of the few homes that was hilly. Remember we looked at a house about buying there?
Oh, but that's yeah, I know what you mean.
I can't think of the name of that neighborhood.
I think that's Odell Circle or something. Actually, you know where I found those silly roads? When I found the cemetery.
Oh,
That's,
well,
after
where-
I left.
where that
I
cemetery.
finding myself doing that.
Where that
Yeah.
cemetery
Yeah.
is, not too far behind that cemetery, is where our first patio villa was.
I was gonna ask you that the other day. I said, I wonder. Do you know what we should do? I'm gonna bring my golf cart. We can rig it with cameras. Whenever you can take some sunshine, and let's drive to your old places.
I only have one old place. I don't have places.
How many houses did you have before this one?
One.
No, but it doesn't because you own it. But I know you live.
Oh, you mean the one? No, we rented.
Don't you live where I used to live once or rented or
Yeah,
something?
we rented 3 or 4
We rented
homes
over
That's
there
what I meant. That's
several
what I
times.
meant. Not because you just own it.
Jeez, I
Yeah.
don't know if I can remember.
Let's
how
do
to
let's
get
do
it
a
all
let's do
up.
like a historic skip and Sue historic ride. Oh, the first time I rented when I was young, it was here.
And the original golf cart store at that time was up there.
Oh,
And
where I
the
bought
guy,
mine.
then the guys that owned them houses we rented owned that golf cart store.
Yeah, the golf
Fox
cart guy.
News came down here and done an interview with him, and he was showing how they built the golf carts and whatever.
Yeah, it was.
And
It was
about
on
a year or so after
on
that, the
the,
villages
was on
decided
this
to.
the
side?
Today Show or something like
Really?
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because it was a novelty. All the golf
He wasn't too far from the old postal station
Yeah.
up there.
He was
just down that road.
actually doing custom built carts.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? There's the big postal station that you cannot drive a golf cart by Griffin Road and whatever.
You
that
don't know
is.
about that one.
I don't know
And
about
there's
that
the
one.
one that I go to, where our mail is. We are
Yeah.
the only postal office attached to our mailboxes.
Okay, it's on down the road from that, where I think
Where the police station is? There's a police station now there.
could be. I know that there was a tire store
Oh, right there.
kind
yeah.
of across
Yeah,
the street,
yeah, yeah.
and yeah, it was right in that area there.
Yeah,
And
there's
then he
a-
moved down to Brownwood, down there
Then I think he
across
passed
from
away.
Spar. No, I think they
And then
moved.
Tony, his son, took over.
Yeah, but
And then he moved it again.
Yeah, to some other city. I think Kissimmee or something
You know
like
the
that.
name of the place?
No.
It was the golf cart guy.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
okay.
name of the store at that time. The Golf Cart Man.
The golf cart guy, yeah. But
Matter
like
of fact, you can go on YouTube right now and just type in Villages Golf Cart Man, and the old
It
Fox,
shows up?
it'll show up.
yeah, probably get the
It
old.
was the
They
original
made a new
guy.
store across Aldi. Custom
Yeah.
Drive. Some name. It's a brand new building. A friend of mine bought a golf cart there, a Yamaha used, and he told me it's very nice people. You know, they have a big building. It's Custom Drive, I believe the name. Yeah, but believe me, what I already measured with my golf cart, all the stuff that I can do. If Maria and I take off at the same time to Publix, she gets that car and I get the golf cart, I get her first. Because she needs to wait for the light and cross this and cross that.
But just from my understanding, by talking to Maria
What?
and you, especially when Maria's around, is technically you don't own anything.
I don't want shit. No.
She owns it all.
No, I'm gonna make
You're
it.
just allowed to use it.
No,
once
no.
in a
By
while.
law.
Yeah.
Oh, this is funny, but this is true. By law,
What law? Maria's law?
because I'm married
Puerto
to
Rican
her.
law?
I own the house title, but the loan is under her name alone.
Oh, okay.
Where this is getting worse. Like, but the reason was when we had to purchase, I didn't have a job that allowed me to make it better for the loan. You know how the loans are. Mm-hmm. So she qualified by herself. I said, "Thank you, honey. You own $200,000 now."
Okay. Sherry Hall says still on medical leave, so able to join for the first time. Yay! Yes, glad to see you,
Medical
Sherry.
leave.
So joining from the crazy left coast,
She's,
hoping to be there permanently come 2026. Already have a place waiting for us. Well, great.
she's not from Florida. Medical
So what are
leave.
you waiting for?
Medical leave. That doesn't exist in Florida.
No. No, she's still on medical leave.
This is good for your diabetics. It makes diabetics very happy.
Laura says, Skip, I bet you're right about the theater at Brownwood being turned into apartments. That space is too valuable to stay vacant forever. That's
really,
true.
And by looking,
Salud.
yeah, and when you look at the theater in Brownwood, those that lives here, they know, but people that don't live here, all you really see is the front there, but people do
That's a big
videos.
place.
It's a huge place
Yeah.
inside.
It is.
Huge.
You think they're gonna make apartments there? Honestly.
They could put stores in there really
Yeah.
if they wanted to, but I got a feeling what developers been doing in the past, that looks like to me like prime real estate for apartments right downtown the square.
Well, you know what's prime for real estate apartment? With the empty building of the Dream House, Dream Street. Remember they moved that to houses in Eastport?
They did.
Remember that building that's 2-story where they have all the pools? Mm-hmm. That to me is prime for apartments.
Yeah, I think so too.
If you look at Spanish Springs, I did a video of it. I had I said people was really raising hell about kitty bells. They didn't like the idea of what's going on there, and I don't blame them.
Yeah,
I said, if you look around here, this could be the future of the villages. 20 years from now, who knows? Every building down here has a second floor.
True.
There could be apartments on every one of them buildings, all
Well,
down there.
that one that I mentioned across your
Yeah.
barber. You still go to Carl's in Brownwood?
Brownwood, I did, yeah.
Across Carl's, a little to the left, humongous 2-story building.
I haven't been to a barber since COVID. It really ticked me off that they wouldn't let me
What?
go down.
That's
No,
impossible.
In order to go in, I swear to you, in order to go in there and get a haircut, you had to go through this monstrosity of crap.
I saw your video. You did a video doing a haircut there.
No,
I'm gonna look it up.
you had to go in. Well, no, she came out. She handed you a face mask. You had to sit at a bleacher outside. You couldn't sit inside and wait for a chair. They would come out and get you when the person left. They had to desanitize the chair. I mean, it was it was crazy.
Skip, are you telling me that's your hair since COVID? That's impossible.
Well, my
So
hair,
that's not bad.
my hair back in the day was much better than it is now. But you know,
Even
Then
mine,
all
that I
of us
barely
had
had
better
any-
hair.
No, he had to be a haircut before. I mean, come on.
no,
You know, we're in 2024, dude. COVID ended in 2022.
I cut it myself.
He cuts it himself.
Oh, that's what it looks like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why it looks like that. That's why I wear a hat.
And I know, I don't
You heard
think
that vacuum cleaner that you cut your hair with?
Oh, yeah, that Floby.
Flows
Oh, the flow bait. Good Lord, did they actually sell any of them?
They
did,
did, and
they
people
did.
used them
Wayne's
too.
World.
Yeah.
Remember Wayne's World?
The movie.
Tammy Ferguson says, my grandmother would drink hot water with lemon and sugar every
Hot water.
morning.
No.
She made coffee on the stove with an aluminum coffee pot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called a mocha pot.
Yeah, and water and lemon, as long as it was heated.
Okay, let me clarify what Sue said because she has some truth to her statement about the water and the coffee. In case you haven't noticed, coffee is about 90% water.
That's what I say. People, you should drink more water. I'm drinking all kinds of water. It's in there.
Yeah, coffee is 90% water.
Hey, speaking of that, interesting fact. I got this off the news, and it was local California news about in the San Diego area, but they're talking basically about California. In California, which is full of weird people to start with,
Nah.
and they have probably one of the weirdest governors to start.
Nah. Shame on
That
you.
because they've been pushing the EV cars and things
Oh,
out
the
there
electric part,
so
yeah.
hot and heavy. There are so many on the road now out there that the governor is wanting to have he's trying to pass a law where every driver at the end of the year has to pay 30 cents per mile tax on every mile driven in your EV car because, and here's something that nobody really thought about. They're not selling the gas they used to sell, so they don't get the road tax anymore.
They thought about it when they said electric only. Forget about gas. He
Yeah.
forgot that little part.
Yeah. Dick has to go because it's his anniversary, and he better go get some flowers and make reservations.
Police
Better
makes
get to it.
great flower bouquets for about
Yes.
$16. they
And
last
Kelly
2
B
weeks.
just got here. She says, I'm late to the party. Hi, Skip, Sue, and Jose.
Hi.
Joseph Smith said they do the same thing in Ohio. They dress like it's 30 degrees outside when they're doing lawn care. So there must be a thing about that. Skin cancer.
I think it's protecting from the sun
Well,
Yeah.
I can understand it.
because you're out there 7 hours sunlight.
I just don't know if I could do it, even as a kid. Dress like that on a 90-degree day and work 8 hours?
No.
When,
Not even-
I know I've noticed a lot of the, and I don't know how to say it, a lot of the black people here that work.
What do
keep
you mean by
covered up.
black?
And that's what I said. I don't know how to say it
Say black.
and make it.
What?
Black? What are you going to say?
The Negro people here, when,
Oh, that's
when they
even worse.
work out here, they stay covered up because they actually turn darker.
Look at his face.
I can't believe
She went
said
from doing it good to...
that. And she jumps my ass when
She
I say
jumped
you're
off the
setting a
cliff.
I
culture.
said I don't know how to say it, but anyhow, I know.
African American?
Okay,
No.
that works. Anyhow, they cover up because they
Chihuahua,
actually
Chihuahua.
will.
Well, you know,
They will tan with. I'm still talking.
The fallacy is the black people don't get skin cancer because of the color of their skin. And the doctor told me, he said, it's not true. He
No.
said they do.
And they do, and they get darker. They tan just like we
Well, I
would.
don't
Look
know
at
about
me.
that part.
Look at me. I was as white as he was.
You sure was.
And look what happened when you live in Puerto Rico and don't tell you shit.
Is that your normal color?
Yeah.
Holy crap. That's whiter than I am.
No, you are a little whiter.
Yeah, because I've lost all my pigment. That's why I can't be in the sun.
Oh, here we go again.
I can't.
Oh, you know what? I have an idea.
See that brown stuff there?
We can do the golf cart in the sun, and then you put long sleeve, long pants,
I
big
already
hat,
have something in there for that.
and then you go.
It's
Actually,
actually my
and if
cousin's
you are
wife-
bored, we can stop where somebody's mowing the lawn and join the group.
My cousin's wife got it because we was walking on the beach, and I said I can't walk very much because of the pigment thing, and she bought me something. I don't even want what kind of material it's made out of.
I mean, it's
You can wear
nylon,
it
but
in
it's
the swimming
SPF
pool.
50.
Like a
gear,
shirt?
and you can get them at Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, it's long sleeve shirts. Yeah, you can get them
So-
anywhere
Really?
And I've only wore it like once.
because you don't go out that much.
Well, it's in the RV.
Yeah.
I figured I'd use it there, not here.
You wore it when we went to the zoo, when we
Yeah.
took Dalton
See, I
to the
can't
zoo.
play golf because of the sun. I can't go to the swimming pool anymore because of the sun. You go down to the square this time of the year, you're sitting in the sun, generally
true.
speaking.
Even at the last hour.
Which makes me
see
wonder
some-
sometimes with the amenity fees I pay, why in the hell am I still here?
Because you love Sue. You see, I'm doing my best, but I can't work with this guy.
Laura says, I used to come to my office job sick. Not anymore. I have a work laptop.
can.
I am fortunate I can work remotely if I am ill.
They
Oh,
send
I
you
yes.
think it's great when somebody can work at home.
Yeah,
No,
thank
they
God
send you
that they
back.
have that.
Before
yeah.
you can kind of, now they send you back.
Well, with work and school and all, you can do it from a laptop. So, oh well, bye, Vic. He has to go. Let's see.
Craig Morrison says, "Welcome, surprised to see you on Porch Settin, or proud to see the Porch Settin resume." You know, we get it to go whenever we can. The only reason why I took off, it was all me. It wasn't Sue. I just didn't feel good, and just be quite honest about it. When I don't feel good, truthfully, I don't want nobody coming around me. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Okay, I
don't
can
wanna see
leave.
Nobody.
You just say leave and I leave.
No, it ain't that. That's just the way I'm like the old dog. He knows he's going to die, and the dog disappears out in the woods somewhere, and he lays down and dies.
Yeah, I have to go check and make sure he's still breathing because
You go like,
He
he's
doesn't
still
want,
alive.
you
He's
know.
still
She
alive.
does.
He's still
No,
alive.
I'll be laying in there on the
You
couch.
put a mirror on his nose. Still breathing.
There's been a few times he probably should have. to see if I was still kicking.
Yeah. Jose, Laura wants to know, is there any drawbacks to living on the historic side?
0.
No.
Well, hold on.
I can tell you
Hold-
one.
hold on,
I can
hold
tell
on.
you one drawback.
Be my neighbor.
Jose
one.
lives there.
Yeah,
You don't
my
want to be
neighbor.
his next door neighbor.
No, hold on. Let me take that back. If you can get with the fact that these most are manufactured homes, unless you buy a normal home, which they have, or buy a lot and build one, that's okay. I'm okay in a manufactured home. I don't have a problem with it. I'm renovating mine by myself, and that's okay. And it's very cheap.
Yeah.
I paid $205,000, and I have the same green card that they have. You know,
yeah.
you have a green card like mine.
Yeah, I have a green card.
Me too.
Can I go to Puerto Rico with it?
No, no, not because of the green card. As soon as you get off the plane and they see that, we say,
I can't rent a car.
Who the hell is the? Yeah, like the guy in Texas.
Did you guys know that?
Yeah, I mean, there's no drawback. Actually, if you like, I always tell people, find what you like based on what you want to do. Even if you're a golfer, I'm surrounded by great golf courses. From where I live to Hacienda and all the way to 466. If you like shopping, you can beat that area. The only possible area that might be somehow similar is actually 466 by Buffalo Ridge. 466A is coming along, but it's years and years and years. And anything south of 44, prepare to drive to buy anything, from milk to anything. Everything is far, like Publix. It doesn't matter. Actually, Damney, the section we were talking about, where Judy has the house, is faster to get on your car, get out on 470, make a left to find Publix and Winn-Dixie and Walmart than trying to go through the villages and find one of those.
Right.
Now, medical-wise, anything Lake Sumter up is probably where most of the doctors are, even villages or private. I mean, again, and I like the fact that I can do most of it by golf cart. That's the part I like the most.
To me, that's the whole upside here. Golf cart living.
And Laura says she learns a lot during porch sitting. Says thank you, Sue, Skip, and Jose. We hope you learn something.
Yeah.
I mean, we just sit here and talk.
We don't
I
sell, we
find-
share.
I find that it seems like most people's fears about what they call the historical side, and that's just something that I don't know how that even got started, but they started calling it that years ago.
It's called
Is that they're always concerned about a hurricane coming through and wiping those things out, and I always respond by saying, "Hey, that thing's been up there since the '80s."
Yeah, my house in 1984. How many hurricanes I've been through?
Yeah,
All of them.
They're not going anywhere.
Now, tornado?
And if there's a hurricane that comes through here that's powerful enough to cause damage there,
It's going to
we're
cause
all
damage
in
here.
trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mr. Rizzo says nothing like a can of liquid sugar to make your teeth feel better.
Oh yeah.
This is to get the color back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had my doubt when we purchased the home, honestly, because we wanted to get a new patio villa, blah, blah, blah. We almost did. It was in Citrus Grove.
I know
remember.
there's patio villas up there in your area.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I don't know if they're for sale or not. But
yeah, they are. And I just went by a lot the other day near a lake, with a lake behind it, for sale. You can look it up on the Villages app. It's right there.
Yeah.
But if you can get, there are manufactured homes there that I won't touch at all.
Yeah.
You have to destroy that.
Laura's got to go to a meeting. Bye, Laura.
The very early ones, like the single wide that literally looks like a cargo van long. No, definitely I won't live there. But the ones that like I live, no problem. Mine looks like a home.
Yeah. And nice, and they're pulling out those single trailers and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
putting in stick-built homes.
You know, there's a guy that did the most amazing thing. He bought this single trailer, shitty looking one. You know what he did? He didn't took it out. He built a house around it. Yeah, and
That's
left
odd.
all the electric and water, whatever that has. And what he did was he did a room here, a garage here. And you look at that house now, you say, oh my God, brand new house. But because I saw it and I went in when the contractors were there, you look what's inside. It's literally one of those shitty little ones he just built around. Probably cost him half of whatever a house costs.
Yeah. Sherry Hall says, we're really trying to retire, but it just keeps getting pushed out. Got to finish remodeling current home so we can sell it. That's a problem that we all have to deal with. Close a business, husbands, and leave a job
Hey,
I've been
listen,
at for 34
money's
years.
always an issue with
matter what you
I'll
do.
call him a blue collar worker. I'm a blue collar worker. I am not rich whatsoever. We just bought what we can afford, where I think I feel comfortable, And for me to retire and even live here, I made up my mind years ago. I wanted to stay as much debt free as possible. If I had to have a $1,500 a month house payment, a $500 a month car payment, and all the credit card payments and all that, I couldn't live here.
Yeah.
True.
So we come here, the first thing we decided, we're paying cash for this house. I'm not having house payments. And that's my recommendation if you have to worry
If you
about
can.
Well,
money.
also moving across the country with stuff and animals, it's a lot. Yes, it is
Try
a
not
lot.
to bring no more stuff than you absolutely have to. Because you can buy furniture here at a real reasonable price. Sue knows where all the consignment stores are. And some of these consignment stores, I think you've been to a few of them, they got furniture that's used, but
Really good.
Jesus, it looks brand new.
Some of them are model homes. They come from model homes, so they haven't been used.
Yeah.
They've just been used for show. But yeah, it's like your wall stuff. Do you care whether your wall stuff is secondhand? No, it's not a big deal to me. And I bought a couple lamps at a thrift store that were so unique,
That's how you kill rabbits.
but I'd never seen them in another store, you know. And of course, I probably don't shop at the best high-end stores, but still, I had never seen them in another store like that. And so I just had to have them, but they were at a thrift store find. And so that's why I go to those thrift
This
stores.
is probably the place with the most thrift stores I've seen nearby.
Yeah.
You go on 301, there's a million of them. You go on 441, or you go towards Ocala, there's so many. Actually, there's a warehouse towards Ocala that says something. It's like a warehouse. It's not even a store. It's like a big building for furniture and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't remember the name.
yeah, we went up there. They had actually got two warehouses there. It was behind the church. He bought the church too and turned it into
Oh,
To
yeah,
a warehouse. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. But they
Oh,
got a lot of stuff
A
there.
lot
Perfect.
of stuff. And the pricing
Almost
is-
perfect.
And
Almost
pricing
perfect.
way below any
Yeah.
store.
Almost
Of all the
perfect.
new stores around here that are in the villages, the one with the best pricing that I have seen is City Furniture, pricing wise. When you go to the other ones, man, those.
But City Furniture has a real problem with their customer service.
Yeah, I heard about the delivery, and you order a dining room, it comes with 2 chairs, and the other chairs come 2 months later, stuff, something like that. Like that
Hey,
is true.
Tony.
That's true.
All right, it's right at quitting time.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I
didn't.
quit a long time ago. This is me on
I
batteries.
didn't get in my thing here.
We'll do it.
Of course, the 2 new rec centers, Shady Brook and Saluki, they're opening Thursday and Friday.
And
I think.
before I forget, the first pinball machine in the villages is gonna be one of those.
Yeah, and they're actually across the street from each other because one's a
Yep.
family pool and the other's an adult pool. Hurricane season. Hurricane season started this week. Be prepared. Don't freak out because we don't get serious stuff here, but you might. You just never know. So get your emergency supplies. The tax preparedness sale goes on from June 1st to the 14th, where you don't pay sales tax on certain things. And this year, they've actually added pet supplies. You don't pay for leashes, don't pay sales tax on leashes, portable kennels, and collars. That's all included with the free sales tax, along with batteries and flashlights and that kind of thing. In June 8th at the Wildwood Community Center is a mac and cheese festival. So that's on 6500 Powell Road at 10 a.m. and it's free. So go check out the mac and cheese festival.
Do we get to eat free?
I don't know
You might
anything.
have to buy an entry
You know,
or something.
don't know anything about it other than you can go for free.
Usually it's very cheap.
Does Puerto Rican people eat mac and cheese?
I guess so.
Well, I don't know.
I've got somebody on here that says, "Who is Jose?" I would like to know a little more about him.
That's my brother from my mother's side.
Well, Tony Pavon says,
used to
"I too."
I used to be Kid's son, but for some reason I got kicked out.
Yeah, we adopted him years ago,
Yeah,
and
and then I got kicked out again.
Yeah,
and,
so-
I'm trying to make my way in, but I
he's,
don't
he's
know.
only one of our children that comes and visits us, and we're not even related to him.
Yeah, and Sherry says you're right. They're not bringing a whole lot with them.
No, don't. That's just our.
Yeah.
If you have to have it, that's one thing. But here's what we brought down.
Make
Other-
your move cheap.
We didn't even have to bring half our clothes down here. I told Sue, I said, I'm selling all this stuff. It's northern, and I'll get down to Florida. I said, you can start buying me stuff. So she started buying. We didn't bring hardly anything down here.
We had a van. We had the van full. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, I had a Chrysler van. Yeah,
I mean,
but
bring what you need, but make your move cheap. Don't overdo it. Don't pay too much because you're bringing all this crap.
yeah.
The only other thing that I would say is I don't know how old you are, but don't wait too long.
What you mean me?
Oh, they've already got a
Anybody
place
that
here.
wants to retire. Yeah, but
Oh, by the way, I'm not retired.
Yeah.
I still work. And my wife work. I'm 58. She's 60.
I've just seen so many people.
She's
move
a
in
man eater.
And they buy a house. We had two neighbors the first month we were here, and both the houses that was bought by people were for sale because one or the other died within a month.
After they move, just moving.
That's
and
what I
moving.
mean when I say
Yeah.
don't wait too long, because if you're sick, if you've got medical issues, don't be waiting.
If
too
you can
long.
work from home, this is the best place to be.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is.
Honestly, you
Especially
work.
next door to him, because Puerto Rican people are real family oriented. If you're sick, he'll probably come and take care of you. He'll mow your grass. He'll do your bushes.
I wouldn't hold my
He'll probably
breath.
cook.
I wouldn't hold my breath, but
If
give
not,
it a
call
try.
Kevin. Okay,
All right,
guys,
well,
we
we're
got to
gonna
wrap
get
it
out
up.
of here.
Take it
Hey,
easy.
any of you guys that wants the Villages magazine, here it is, first of the month.
I want it.
First person that sends me an email with your address on it, I will ship it out to you.
Okay.
Take it easy, guys.
See you on the other side.
Later, Gators. Thanks to all you
was fun.
moderators for showing up. Appreciate it.
It's funny. My hyenas gave me this. You know, they give you this